There it is.
Back
in the saddle.
What did I say this was? The returnification?
The returnification. Yeah.
The returnification.
Love
it's so good to see you, mother bleepers. How are you guys?
Hey. Cheers. Oh. Good evening.
It's
good.
Yeah, man. It's been a busy year, and the toy gods aligned for us to get together tonight and just to have a good time and hang out. And for anyone who's watching, tuning in, this is something we did regularly that I do miss terribly, and but it all started by us just getting together late at night because we were wide awake and our spouses were asleep, and we would just get together and build action figure displays together. So tonight we thought it was necessary and proper to build some action figure displays. So I'm going to go around. We'll introduce everyone. Get to that. All right, first up we got Dandy. I always love to say Dandy 1981.
We got to throw the number in there.
Yeah, you got to throw it in there. But we got Dan Denny. What up, dude?
Evening.
We got Third Floor Toys, AJ.
Hey, what's up?
We got Captain America, Josh.
What up, y'all? Good to see you.
Yeah, it's fun to see everybody.
Amen.
All right, I'm gonna hit chat real quick. Actually, first thing I want to do is you can do polls now. Oh, I got to open up the other screen to do a poll. So why don't do any of you guys have what kind of display you have picked out yet, or are you like me and just have a couple options that you're debating between?
Actually, I'm glad you asked, because I was hoping that the chat or you guys could help me, because I've got some empty shelves here that I put some of my dials up on, and I'm debating between Batman or G.I. Joe. I know that's like two opposite ends of the spectrum, but I have figures of both.
Can I just say my vote's probably pretty obvious?
I know
what are those Joes that you have on the wall there? Is that like the 35th anniversary? Or
very good eye. Yeah, 25th anniversary and the retro from 2020.
Cool.
Yeah.
But the G.I. Joes that I want to display are actually the classified, so it's 6-inch.
Well, I'm going to say G.I. Joe because I want to see the Joes that you have.
Attention, homeowners.
Whoa.
Man, where'd that come from?
Well, I in order to do a poll, I have to open up the live stream from Dude's Nerdery, and then it automatically played that ad. So that was like a full penetration ad for everybody.
Yeah, it was.
So I apologize. So
save money on solar power.
So guys, let us know in chat, Batman or G.I. Joe. Dude's vote is Batman for sure. I mean kind of obvious.
Dave,
so isn't G.I. Joe somehow Batman adjacent?
Yeah, do you see Dave's comment? Is G.I. Joe?
Yeah, there you go, Dave.
I want to get to chat here
crossover at some point.
I'm gonna put up, Josh, if you want to tell us your options, I'm gonna put up a poll real quick about my 4 options.
Well, then, I don't have anything to build necessarily, but I do have several offerings. So I'm happy to show those off and hang out and talk toys tonight.
Ooh, so what are these? What are these?
Here it says buy more shelves and do both.
All right. So these offerings, I'm still trying to determine whether or not I want to open the WWE Superstars Kevin Nash that came to me in high quality Walmart shape. So I think I'm going to open it. So he's definitely on the table.
Is that like a retro figure?
Yeah. So they had those Masters of the WWE Universe line.
Oh, right.
And they replaced it with this. So it's still the same body. So the parts are all still interchangeable with all the old WWE Masterverse figures, as well as the current Motu Origins figures. So these are pretty cool. I do have Sensational Sherry we can open this evening.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. I saw that one at Target the other morning.
Yeah. She's pretty cool. And then I have, going with the G.I. Joe theme, not 1, but 2 Alley Vipers that need to get opened.
Yeah. I have one of those as well to open.
Sweet.
Now, where did you find it, Josh?
So those actually came in from Dorkside.
Oh, you ordered. Okay.
Yeah, they've been on pre-order for quite a while.
AJ, where'd you toy hunt all the time? You had to have found yours.
Well, this one came from Target, and I found them at Target one day, and then I found them again at a local comic book shop.
Okay.
So somehow, though, I only have one of these, but I have 5 bats. Yeah.
So you're the reason.
So if anybody needs a bat,
you got a bat cave, literally.
right? I don't know why I have 5 of them. I kind of screwed up on that order.
So
did you see when they screwed up on Amazon or whatever, and they had the $12 bats? People were like buying them by the dozen.
Like crazy.
What?
Yeah. It's
So
$12, that'd be worth it all day.
If you are watching, please vote in the current poll asking which display should I build, and then if whatever display we pick, I'm gonna make an offering to the toy gods that goes into that display. So the options are Rogue One with Anton and Galen, Black Series Gamerverse opening the Umbra Trooper, the Legends series for Spidey Comics and Spidey Friends, and then we'll open the Ghost Spider, or Marvel Legends Cosmic comic book figures, and then I have a classic Loki comic book figure that would go with that. So curious to see what everyone would be interested in.
Lovely.
All right, let's hit the chat. We've neglected it. First in,
Scuba.
so Captain, you get a gold star, Scuba Pete. You're Captain.
Call him Scuba Pete. He's the king of
Welcome,
the
Scuba. Sonny's here. Good morning. Saturday morning. Dude, so we're like your Saturday morning cartoon supplement.
Hey.
Nice.
Awesome.
Cool.
Dave's here. We know Dave is a night owl as well. All right, let's get down, make sure we see everyone. Said, should we guess how many polls that Dude's Nerdery is going to run tonight? I mean, I am excited that I learned that you can do polls on YouTube after using YouTube for 2 years. So, get 2% better every day, right?
Progress.
Yeah, progress. Eric says 1 million polls. What up, Orlando?
Hello.
People saying hi to each other. That's right, man. Back in the saddle. Good day, Darth Muzza.
What's up, Darth Muzza?
Hello.
Thanks, Scuba. We're glad to be back too, man. Jared's here. What up, Jared?
Oh, Dragon Con.
So what's Dragon Con?
Nice. It's in Atlanta, I believe.
Yeah.
So is it why is it named Dragon Con? Is that just what they named it, or is it like dragon focused?
I feel like it started off as kind of like a fantasy themed, but obviously as it drew more attention, it's kind of expanded into more of a traditional, broader spectrum comic convention.
Yeah, I went maybe 15, 16 years ago and was completely hammered the whole time we were there. Spent a lot of money and came home with basically nothing. But we had a good time, though.
By the way, are you interested in buying any Beanie Babies?
Beanie Baby.
Wait, who's asking that?
No, I'm just saying. You said that you spent a lot of money and basically came home with nothing. I said,
right.
Tie it in would be, does anybody want to buy some Beanie Babies from me?
Right.
We have a vote for Batman. A vote for Batman from the crowd. Dave asks, "Is G.I. Joe Batman adjacent?" I don't know. Have they been? Because with Batman adjacent, I've been trying to use 1 degree of separation, meaning they've been in the same comic book together or the same animated movie together, right? Because Batman, I think that's fair. So has there ever been a crossover, like a comic book crossover or anything?
That's what I was wondering.
Boy, I don't know.
All right, well, someone use the magic of the googly and let us know if that's ever happened, because then technically it would be Batman adjacent according to the rules of the Batcave.
I feel like Hasbro plays pretty loose with the license, so if somebody was willing to throw money at them to do a Batman crossover, I think they'd be more than open to it.
I think so.
Eric votes for Batman. Scuba votes for G.I. Joe. Rolando votes for Batman.
And if I follow the dude's rules and we can figure out that it is, then I can put them both up there.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, guys, let us know.
There's a new crossover, a Batman Fortnite crossover to feature Batman versus G.I. Joe's Snake Eyes.
I've got that G.I. Joe Snake Eyes. He's pretty good.
On Fortnite.
The figure that they put out, the Fortnite version of Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
That was
Dave
Hasbro.
wants some DTOFs.
I don't think Detolfs are all that unreasonably priced. I think that's why so many people have them.
Darth Muzza says he got the Umba Trooper out of the stash last night to open, still sitting on the table in front of me. You know what, dude? If that wins out, let me check on the poll. I got to switch the screen. Let's check on the poll. Right now, Rogue One with Antok and Galen as the offerings is at 40%, and it's tied with the Black Series Game Reverse with the Umber Trooper. So the Legends are just getting smoked. Each of those have 10%, and then the Black Series are both tied at 40. So keep voting
that Umbra Trooper all day
Rigged.
long.
Keep voting. So far, Batman is leading with the crowd.
Batman, it is.
Well, we still got some time. We're just getting warmed up.
Ooh.
Jared, say what you said. Atlanta, huge convention. What's up, Ricardo? How are you, man? Hope you're doing well too.
Still in the foreplay portion of the Night Owls, folks.
Yes.
Tickling the jubbly.
He's into it, man. He's into it. You know. Scuba's asking Jared if he's cosplaying.
Oh, I don't know what kind of cosplay that would be, but it's got to be epic.
Do any of you guys cosplay?
I've done costumes, but not for myself.
I've worn I wore a Thor costume to a one of Disney at Disney World Halloween special ticketed event party, like the boogie.
Okay.
But yeah, we all dressed up for that. We got to pick a costume because my 8th grader and we are going to Disneyland in October, and we're going to the Oogie Boogie Bash.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So we gotta. I can't figure out what I want to do. I do have Obi-Wan Kenobi-ish robes, so that worst case, I'll throw those on with a pair of shorts.
Just go as the dude, like the dude as a Jedi.
Well, if you're, actually, that's a good idea.
Do the jellies and get the sweater and all that.
Oh, you got to walk so much there that your feet would die in those jellies. Yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah, but if you could have a robe that was in the material of the sweater, or it had the design of the sweater, so just normal Jedi outfit, the robe looked like this. That would be awesome.
Yeah, be excellent.
Oh, it'd be really cool.
Have your lightsaber have a little bowl on it, so you could take
it's at the end of it.
Light your lightsaber,
and a little lightsaber blade comes out that lights it.
Yeah, perfect.
That's hysterical.
Cool.
All right, that was a good left turn.
That's your opinion, man.
Just like your opinion. That is my favorite movie of all time, though. I love that movie. What's up, Peter? Thanks for hanging out with us. I do not have a rug that ties the room together down here. It's just, it's suburban, tan carpet. All right, I'm just going through seeing. I want to make sure we welcome everybody.
Did you get Sir Eric?
Oh, Mr. Perfect at Mickey's Halloween. I don't know that I want to be in spandex though, for 8 to 9 hours at Disney.
Rolando does.
You know what I mean? I don't know. What's up? Nathan's here.
Nathan.
What up? Left Coast is here.
Hey, Left Coast. What up, Rick?
Yeah, I saw Rick sneak in there.
Oh, what's up, Nate?
Somehow I don't think Rick sneaks in anywhere.
Hey,
Rick's a house of fire every time he enters a room.
There's no stealthiness.
That's right.
All right, guys. So what do you think we should do first? Are we ready to decide, or is there anything you guys want to show off that you're excited about that you picked up recently before we build the display?
I do want to point out, because we have a little bit of a crowd here. The Cobb Vanth figure. I have this weird error one that has the Mythosaur emblem on both shoulders.
Oh, that's cool. I wonder if mine does.
Yeah. So I have another one that I got, and he does not have it on the right shoulder.
Really?
Mine's still on the box.
Yeah, you can kind of see it from that side window, dude. You can kind of look in there if you get the light right.
I'll get it right.
It's supposed to be on the left shoulder?
Right. Oh, it's only Boba Fett. Yeah, he always only had it on the left. So.
And the right shoulder should be like some
Just
metallic.
plain. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine's plain. Mine's got
Yep.
nothing there.
Mine's plain. Yep.
Huh.
So yeah, I wish I hadn't opened this now, but
You opened the wrong one.
No, but does that still make it variable as like a as an error even if it's opened?
yeah, I mean, it's still an error, but let's say if it turned out to be like one of a few that got out there, it might be worth more money if it was still in the package.
Right.
That was one of the first Power of the Force variants back in the 90s. Was that Boba Fett that had the circles on his hands, and then
Right.
one of them had half circles.
Right. I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had posted it on Twitter and I had posted it on Instagram, and I hadn't seen anybody else say they got one like this. So I just thought that was kind of a neat thing,
That is cool. It's better than like a defect that's busted. I mean, if anything, you got
Right.
two emblems, which kind of
Right.
looks cool, which does look cool.
Right.
Well, that kind of error is unique and cool,
Yeah. Yeah, it's not detrimental. It doesn't take away from the figure.
Right.
So what do you guys think about any other thoughts about Batman or G.I. Joe? Batman did seem to be the consensus, but
Seemed that way.
any final votes for Batman, especially for Batman? But any other final votes?
But most importantly, are there any more votes for Batman?
Yes. That is what's most important. I mean, all votes will count here. All votes will count.
As long as they are for Batman,
As long as they're for Batman. All
or Bruce
votes will be-
Wayne.
Batman adjacent is acceptable. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I mean we're all counting the votes together. So we'll give it another minute. So let me check the poll here. So I'm gonna look on the cell phone.
And you had a tie last.
So the poll right now
Oh no.
is Gamerverse with the Umbra Troopers at 43%, Rogue One is at 29%, and then the two Legends displays are at 14%.
Gamerverse is running away with it.
Yeah,
We're tied.
I wonder if part of that vote is for what I'm unboxing, like because that might be the best offering to the toy gods out of the group. Although the Loki, I'll show you guys a Loki comic. I do think this would make a glorious offering, like just classic Loki.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that retro one.
No, this one.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's a
just put it
classic.
in a Marvel comic book cosmic display. So this was on the table for that one. Classic Loki.
You guys,
What's the build-a-figure piece for that one?
So it's a Hulk.
Oh,
the Smart Hulk, right?
No, it just says it's just a Hulk.
oh.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
Smart.
Smart Hulk.
I think a Smart Hulk of how I have him, where he's got the top on, but that's a Marvel Select figure, so maybe that's why.
It was the MCU version of the Smart Hulk. I think the original, like the comic Smart Hulk, did have like a tank top and glasses.
Yep.
Mm.
Am I right?
And this would the Spider-Man and Friends comic book display. This is the Ghost Spider. So she is Gwen, Spider Gwen that gets venomized.
Poor Spider Gwen.
Yeah.
Really cool figure. Look at that. I just like the face and the hoodie, and then like the tongue like coming out on her like that. It's a neat looking figure. So it looks like the will of the toy gods was not to open these tonight.
I guess not. Gamerverse is running away with it.
It is. We're going to give it another second here, but right now it looks like we're going to offer this Umbra Trooper up to the Toy Gods. Pretty excited. You know what? I'm going to wield 2 cameras tonight because I have a camera here on the display.
AJ, you see Eric's comment?
Mm-hmm.
You might have a gem there. I remember, did you ever you guys did trading cards, I think, at one point in time. We talked about this before, right?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You ever get one of those errors from the old school? Like those really were hard to find. Like you get an error card, somebody's name was wrong or stats were wrong on the back or, picture didn't line up with the player or something like that. Those used to, you could find.
Yeah.
Really
My favorite one, I want to say it was Fleer, 1987, 1988. And it was Cal Ripken's younger brother, Billy Ripken. And he was holding, a wooden bat, but he had written on the bottom of the bat, it said like F-U-C-K face on it.
Oh, really?
And like 30 of them got out or something like that,
I totally remember that Cal Ripken one, dude.
Censored it off.
Yes, I totally remember that.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. I had one of those.
Oh, what would you do to it? What happened to it?
My evil stepmom sold all my baseball cards.
Stepmom again. No.
Oh, dude.
Sold all my baseball, Marvel cards, garbage pail, and all my comic books.
The worst.
Oh, she was the worst, dude, literally.
Yeah.
And that woman was a spawn of Satan, no doubt.
But how do you really feel?
Well, I mean, this is a family program, so.
All right, we'll liven this up to a brighter note.
Putting AJ on here, getting ready to talk more about his health spawn mother.
Please tell us. Please tell us about her.
Yes. AJ.
Can you do it in song form?
Tell us about your experience.
I wanted
Let's
to
write a
show you
rock
guys.
opera this evening,
Yeah,
all about
yeah.
AJ's evil stepmother.
So right now, we're still sitting at 43% for this game reverse, and so these are the game reverse figures I have right now. So what I'm thinking is maybe we'll pull these out, and I can get some risers in there, and we'll offer the Umbra Trooper up to the Toy Gods.
Oh, you don't have the blue jump trooper? You didn't get that one, huh?
You know what? I stopped when they jacked the prices up to 28. I really slowed down on them. You know what I mean? I just when they were 24, I was buying them, but then when they went up to 28, I did really slow down on them because I was being a completionist for all the gaming greats line. Like I wanted each one of them.
Yeah, some of them, it's good. You hold off till GameStop has that sale.
And you get them, and that's what I'm doing.
Yep. And use your $5 off coupon if you have that.
I had to cash mine in a couple days ago because I realized it was the end of the month and I hadn't used it yet.
Yep.
I've cut back on buying so many toys that I've let 2 $5 certificates go to waste.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I've let more than that. I've been.
That's sinful, Josh. I want to hear that.
I hate doing it, seriously. But I mean, GameStop's kind of on my shit list right now, anyway, because they've got my Spirit and my Storm Shadow and my Croc Master. They still haven't shipped the damn things, and I've seen them in store multiple times and passed on them because I'm
really bad
just
with
waiting.
Dude, you can't
Really bad with
work side. They're on $19.99 right now.
I got them for $19.99.
Oh,
That's why it's like I'll just let it go through.
Yeah, it's weird. I picked up an extra Cobra Officer the other day at Target, and it rang up for $19.99.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not to mention also the GameStop's got this weird thing now where you can't cancel. Like if something is shipped out of an order where you had multiple things,
you can't cancel the rest of it.
You can't cancel anything else in it. So I've got 2.
All that means is I got
Shadows and 2 Spirits.
Right, because I got doubles of stuff from them too because I couldn't cancel it, and then I still have stuff on pre-order that I got months ago from somewhere else.
Yeah.
So all it means is when I get them, I'm just going to go return it.
they pulled some shenanigans with Rhino with me, and I had bought Rhino. I think I got him on sale for like 38, and they took forever to ship them. They finally shipped them, and then the next day they put them on sale for 31. And it was like,
Really?
so I ordered it.
Dude, I got Rhino on sale. Yeah, I got him on sale for 31.
Yeah, I ordered it, and I took the other one back at 38.
Yep. Well, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes, right?
Amen.
All right, here is.
Let's get that Umbra Soldier open. I want to see this guy.
I just wanted to show you guys. So these were, if we want Rogue One, we do have Antok and Galen Urso. Someday I'll build that Rogue One display.
I love that soldier, though, that trooper.
I've been waiting to open it, so I'm pretty excited to see it. Let me do.
Did you get Saw Gerrera yet?
No, I'm being patient on Saw.
You'll get to build a nice Rogue One display then when you get Saw for like $12.
I think if I wait, yeah, I really do. I think if I wait,
yeah,
we'll get him for a good price. All right, so
there's not hardly anything that I want to buy on shelves right now that I'm nervous about not getting it for less than retail.
The only thing I really went in were like the Obi-Wan figures, just because that is high risk to not pre-order.
This is my miniature night owl.
Hey,
He was supposed to have been asleep a long time ago.
uh-oh.
he wanted to show. He wanted to come in and watch the show.
Yeah, well, tell him to keep watching the show. He'll probably fall right asleep.
That is.
All right, but you need that.
This is the part where the dude mutilates his hand on live YouTube for us.
I don't know why you say that, because I don't know why I did that.
Because I just get...
I haven't opened a Black Series in so long. I've been opening many McFarlanes.
Peter?
So which body is this?
Same one as what was that, Fives or Echo that came out in the Clone Wars packaging
Okay.
last year?
Is it?
So it's not the new body, right?
I guess it's new, but
All right, let us take a look. I'm pretty excited to open up.
it's the same one as this guy. From last year.
Two pistols.
Gotcha.
Come on, I'm gonna just for now we'll put the pistols in here. Two holsters.
Echo. I guess it is Echo.
That's cool, man. It's got a nice backpack. Double pauldrons. Look at that helmet. Damn, dude. This thing
Looks like
is
a
sweet.
Halloween
Does it
figure.
move?
I love it.
Ooh, it moves.
And it is the same as this one too.
Okay.
Just different helmet, obviously.
Yeah, so yeah. Let's see. Pretty
Yeah,
tight.
it's a
I
cool
might
figure.
have to run him under hot water. He's really tight. Yeah, good shoulder move. His shoulders aren't moving out with the elbow. So it'll be interesting to see how he can pose. And then, as always, the ankles are always. Oh, these look good. All right, let's see. Is this one move? Yeah, this one. Oh, nice. These are good ankles. They're just flat feet with rockers. That's perfect.
Right.
And then, yeah, these look like the clone armor. Or no, doesn't that?
Those knee
This
pads.
is sweet, dude. All right, so time. Why don't I start pulling everything out of the Gamerverse display?
I don't like a whole lot of those Gamerverse figures, but that one's going to be one that I have to pick up.
Yeah, it's pretty sharp.
It's all right. Let's see how moment of truth can it just stand.
I ended up cutting his finger on his left
Ricardo?
hand so that he could
Yeah.
have a trigger finger on the left as well. So I think it looks goofy. They don't give you two trigger hands.
Yeah, it does
Without
look goofy, doesn't it?
It's
All
a
right,
gross
so
oversight, especially given the fact that it's just all retooling. Just you've got a damn hand that's got a trigger finger on it.
Exactly.
I am going to pull.
Does it have the right
We
shape?
can. So the gaming greats display is going to be the third shelf down from the top on the DTOF. So when it's third shelf down, because I'm taller, I find like I want to have my best figures up front, my second favorite, middle, and then we'll say the least favorite in the back. So I'm going to pull this back, and we can kind of stage where maybe the different troopers shall go. Some of these definitely stand better than others. This guy's a nightmare. He's really cool, though, from Force Unleashed.
I like that.
But he is a nightmare to stand.
Is he like
I'd be up
translucent?
for a repaint of him on the new Stormtrooper body.
Yes. Yeah, he's translucent. Isn't that cool? Because remember how they had like the shock quality to him?
Yeah, he's cool.
I haven't picked
He's
him
really
up.
cool, but I kind of have to stand him like he's at a disco.
Why is he so flimsy? It's just a regular stormtrooper.
Yeah,
It's
but
the
I
old
have
body.
to stand him bow-legged like that. Otherwise, like the way he's just so rigid, and the plastic, this translucent plastic is like that older translucent style that they used. So it's just kind of rigid, and so I mean he doesn't look bad like that.
Great night. Ricardo's taking off. Gerardo is here.
Josh,
Thank you guys for looking at chat. Thanks for hanging out, Ricardo.
I found him on clearance.
Yeah.
Way after he had released, and because I had passed on it forever, and then I found one on clearance for I don't know $14 or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's a cool figure.
Yeah, it looks pretty neat. I didn't realize that it had that translucence to him. Otherwise, I probably would have picked him up by now.
So I'll put him more in the back. So again, I'm kind of staging favorites up front. Umber Trooper is front row. I think it's already solidified.
I really like that Mountain Trooper.
Yeah, I like it too.
Considering that it's a first order trooper, he's still really cool, and he looks good with like the shore troopers and those dudes.
Was that the one that they did the? He's like the pimp trooper or whatever.
Pimp trooper.
Like that they ended up using for the Santa Claus one.
There we go. Is that better widescreen now?
It might be.
Hey, Sean.
Sean Solo 8.
All right. So we have.
What's up, Sean?
This is from what's it called?
Battlefront.
Yeah, Battlefront. Thank you. So I like this one, but again, this is more like a middle of the pack. And then we have Darth Nihilus, which any of the Sith, Jedi, or front row material. We have the Scout Trooper with the Electrified staff coming up next. So I do dig this figure quite a bit.
Still one of my favorites. I don't think I'll ever not
like the electric. See how he's got the electric vest on him?
Yep.
One of the Scout Troopers are expensive too.
Are they?
Yeah, like I don't have a Scout Trooper, and even the archive version is expensive.
Can we talk about the fact that Hasbro's just leaving all kinds of money on the table by not just having a speeder bike released every year? Like they could just
right, just release one a year. Yeah,
stupid, so stupid.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Well, I gotta admit, now that I'm pulling these out, like I really do love the Gaming Greats line. Like I think it's a fantastic line, and I'm hoping all these figures that I've not gotten, I won't miss out on.
Oh, there you go.
I think Hasbro should have all troopers should be available at any time.
Oh, I like
You
that
know,
one.
at least on the website. You don't have to put them in the store, but just have them on the website. You know, all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and there's so much variety you can have.
But if,
Right,
if
so-
you were to sell, what would your price be? $30 for just the speeder bike.
Hmm.
Let's go $34.99 in this economy.
People would buy it all day.
I'd buy it
I'd buy it.
easily.
I'd buy 2 of them.
Yep.
We got perch
I don't
stack.
even need the figure because you've given me the figure so many damn times without the bike that it doesn't make sense for me to buy a 2-pack.
Oh, Purge Trooper is going to go in the back?
Yeah, well, it's nothing against the Purge Trooper. It's just, I think, the quality of the figures that are still coming kind of supersedes the Purge Trooper. We got Kurtanos or Carter Jax.
I do like that one.
That's a gaming grade?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
So gaming greats like kind of falls under the EU as well, like those type of figures. We
Well,
have
they're
the
all
Second
pretty
Sister.
much EU figures.
Yep. Second Sister carbonized.
Ooh.
The GameStop exclusive one.
Yeah, so she goes in the front. Like I said, all the Sith, any Jedi go up in the front. All right, we got 3 figures left. This is what I still think is one of the best Black Series figures, and the fact that we got it for $20.99 is pretty sweet. The Cal Kestis
Cal.
Deluxe Edition.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I'll do is I'll probably have Cal centered. Again, this is like a mock-up of the DTOF, right? We'll have Cal centered because that's probably I think that's probably my favorite game out of all these figures. And then the second row could be like Kurtanos and Stormtroopers kind of filtering in, and then we have these 2, and then he's surrounded, by the Sith, and then I have 2 more to enter in here.
Yeah, Arthur, that purple cape is spectacular. Yeah, it's an underrated figure. I remember he that figure wasn't out very long, and they just clearanced it out. Like the price dropped really quick.
So I'd say this guy's front row material.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
We got Revan. And what I think is probably my second favorite gaming grades figure, Darth Revan. Oh no! No! It's like dominoes.
Oh, the power of the dark side flows.
Revan, you will all tremble at my power. So Darth Revan, dual wielding a purple and red lightsaber.
I felt that right here.
You felt that tremor in the Force?
I did.
So,
This is
all right.
1,000 figures
So
just
the
toppled
Stormtroopers-
over for no apparent reason.
I think we kind of got it staged how we want. Now the key is we'll put risers in the DTOF. I'm actually going to dust the DTOF, but these are the front row ones. The Jedi plus the Umber Trooper, maybe Kurtanos if we can get them up close, and then I'm going to just scatter the Stormtroopers through like the second and the third row, and I'll probably just put a big platform there and just have 2 tiers maybe. All right, we'll think it through together as a team. What do you got? All right, so now I'm going to pause this camera. I'm going to come back here.
Do we get to watch you clean the DTOF?
Yeah, would you like to
That's the
see
thing.
that?
Yeah, no, people love watching people clean. You just
It
got to
does.
take your clothes off first.
I don't, probably not.
And if you'd like to see dudes dusting, just sign up for his OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's on the OnlyFans.
Yes.
Is the dust thing. That here, I do this. Weird camera angles. All right, so I'm gonna put this down here. So Dan, do you have like or how about this? How about what do you guys really want to watch me dust the DTOF, or are you just being weirdos? I mean, because we can do it. All right, so should I put up a new poll? Do you want to watch me Dust the
You
detox.
hold it for the night. So yeah.
What's up, Arthur? Thanks for coming in. No, they are gaming greats, dude. They fall under the gaming greats line. It's like a generic line for all the EU.
He's playing it fast and loose, Rick.
Yeah, it's within the spirit of the display. Sean, what up, brother? Sean,
not only are they gaming greats, but somehow they're also Batman adjacent.
Perfect.
Oh, come on. Now that's being unfair. They're definitely not Batman adjacent.
Can we get that on tape for future
Well,
reference when he tries to play it fast and loose later on?
No, wait.
We just did. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate the support.
Hey, Dino's here.
Dang.
Hey, what up, Dino?
Hey, Dean, what's up, buddy?
How are you? Sean was
What's
screaming
up,
no
man?
as I knocked over the mock-up
Brandon's
display.
here too.
Great job
All right,
on your
so-
flexing your collection.
So listen, I've heard this is a thing. You know, and I'm open to trying new experiences.
Yeah,
Does
wax
anybody
on
have,
and wax
like,
off, buddy.
Does anybody have a saxophone nearby?
Oh,
You know what I
but
mean?
if I
Just,
can-
just like some smooth. You know
I
what
wonder
would
if
be
I
good
can-
would be like
Jerry
like-
Rafferty,
No,
Baker
I'm
Street.
thinking
Let's
like
go.
a Richard Marx style saxophone. You know how it's just like crazy summer nights. You know, as I'm dusting this
endless
off.
summer nights.
Endless summer nights. Thank you. All right, we got BD1.
You got the BD one. There it is. The BD one.
And then we have the holocron. All right, to cut off though, you're going to get my stream.
Sorry.
Look, I want the 17 cents, man.
Oh, okay.
All right. So let us. So what do you think? Is the dusting of the DTOF good to see?
But you got to get up on the sides too.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Up on the sides too.
Oh yeah. That's some good dusting, dude.
You know, and I say take your time, explore the space. You know,
It's a clean show, everybody. It's a clean show.
Don't rush it, and get the front of it too. You know, dust does
Right.
accumulate on the front lips, and that, you know, I'm getting underneath. You know, and you know what? I'm gonna explore. I'm gonna just go can't get all
Guys,
the way down.
If you're
Might as
not
well.
getting the undercarriage, you're doing it all wrong.
Yeah, you got to pay attention to the undercarriage. It's necessary and proper. So just to kind of show you guys where this will sit, it's 3 rows down. This shelf is going to be all prequel trilogy figures, and then the top shelf here will be only Empire Strikes Back figures. And then these are the other DTOF that we'll be doing some display builds in. So this Gaming Greats will sit next to my Rogue One solo display. And then this side is Marvel, which is still getting, as you can see, sorted and planned out.
Dude, Scuba bought you a new Swiffer.
That's awesome.
Dude, Scuba, that's hysterical. I will Swiffer. So do I have to do a video now of me Swiffering for Scuba?
Yes.
Short.
It's only fair.
You know, it'd be great. Let's get you like enough Swiffers, and we'll make you like a Hulk Hogan. What do they call them? Feather boas. We'll make them out of Swiffers for you.
So Brandon says Jackson Mall, Carner Jacks, and Heir to the Empire Luke are all publishing line. Anything from the comics or books goes into that Gaming Greats line. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate Brandon's back up there. Good to see you on here, dude. All right, so I'm going to pause this camera for now. Do any of you guys have an offering to the Toy Gods you would like to make in the interim?
Yeah. What was the poll for Dan? What's Dan gonna build for?
I think it was Batman, wasn't it?
I've got all my dudes out here. I'm just waiting to slap them up on the shelf. I don't have any.
You don't have anything to open?
I do not.
All right. Let's open this Kevin Nash.
All right,
I got
let me
the
make
itch.
Let me come up here and make you big screen.
Oh, make me big, baby.
Whoa, Nelly.
All right, so we got WWE Superstars Kevin Nash in his white and black. There's the back of the box art. I also got the Scott Hall and the Shawn Michaels coming. Fuck the Ultimate Warrior. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to say that out loud.
Now you're down to 2 cents, dude.
I'm sorry. I'll send you a Swiffer also. All right, so Kevin Nash does come with a little baggie full of hands.
Oh.
And I do see a 2 sweet hand, which I'm thrilled about.
I didn't realize these little things came with parts like that.
Yeah, this one, it's all supposed to be, a lot of them have like fabric clothing, like soft goods, robes and whatnot. So this one actually has some pleather pants.
Ways of it.
Do you guys think it's weird? I don't like soft goods clothing on a 6-inch action figure, except for like a cape or like a robe or something like that. Like it feels weird to me. Do any of you have that like tactile response to it, or?
It's not that bad.
No, I like it.
Not exactly sure that's the most Kevin Nash of faces, but
yeah, but the detail on it's not bad for those little figures. And now, is that they got like a He-Man type figure style articulation?
yeah, so it's built on the same body as the Motu Origins figures.
That's what. Okay, I thought
So
why it looked like those newer style ones.
So you can pop all the pegs out, and you can interchange these all across Motu Origins and the WWE figures also.
Well, that's actually kind of fun.
Right. Not a lot of people talk about that, but that's one of the cooler things about it. And it goes back to like they did that on the Masters of the WWE Universe toys as well. So these are essentially like souped up Remcos from back in the day.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. But this guy comes with some extra hands too, which is nice.
Does the belt come off, or that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the WCW Tag Team Tag Team Championships.
You could pose them holding the belt up or something.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Get these hands out because I see a 2 sweet hand in here, which is pretty neat.
Guys, I just want to say I'm really grateful we're getting together. It's cool making offerings and hanging out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was excited when you sent that message, man.
I have good ideas now and then.
Now and then.
Every once in a while.
All right.
Great Blues Traveler song. I have my moments now and again.
I'm not familiar with that. Which album's that off of?
I think it's off Travelers and Thieves.
Okay.
Great Blues Traveler song.
All right.
Nice. That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. So not that bad of a figure, man. I'll take it.
Not
happy about Walmart getting it to me in the condition they did, but gives me a chance to open it up, which I wasn't planning on doing. So.
Hey, speaking of wrestling and Walmart, did you get that Bigfoot figure?
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that yet.
You want to see it? I actually have him handy. There we go. So if you don't want the NWO look,
nice.
You can just go with the Kevin Nash look. Let me grab that Bigfoot figure.
So Dan, next time I go back to Indy for work, I'll stay at that same hotel, but I want to hit up that toy pit again. So maybe we can meet up, because I watched that video and there were multiple items that I did want to buy, but I just wanted to keep it under control. And after watching the video, there were 5 things that I were like, oh, I wish I bought them.
Had the regrets.
I did, but I kept it to $100, which was good.
I don't know if you
That
knew
thing is
about
I was
cool.
the
going to
trick.
ask if you had taken it off.
Yeah, did you see it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh my god, that's too cool.
Yeah.
I got one of my buddies on the lookout for it. He found one here in town, so
It's pretty great. It's pretty great. I mean, it's a cheesy figure that shouldn't probably exist, and the fact that we've got it is
Ooh.
pretty damn
All
cool.
right. Sean said we need a poll. What would be a good poll?
Feel like you're trying to lead the witness here.
Yeah, Josh always does fall for the innuendo joke.
I'm sorry. I
Can't help himself. All right, I forgot my games. How about why don't we say what gaming grade should be the centerpiece of the I'll say gaming grade and gaming grade adjacent display. So anything that's like the gaming stop exclusive, figures is basically what's in the display, or something that could be adjacent to it. Taoism says be like water, right? So I'm trying to be like water. How not be rigid, to be open.
Oh,
Isn't that
I
what
just
Bruce
thought
Lee
you wanted to
said, too?
get really wet.
An open poll. All right.
All right. So what do you guys think? Would that be a good poll?
Yeah, I'd say
The
put
best
Revan
poll.
in the middle. Darth
Nothing
Revan,
better
not
than
Jedi.
Dominic
All right, I'm gonna do that
Mysterio's
Wait,
legs.
whose legs are those?
Dominic Mysterio.
Oh,
You don't recognize the butt?
random legs.
Yeah. And
There she is.
Oh, that's right. They do Build-A-Figures now too. So that it came with her.
yeah. Yep. Dude, she's great. They've got the Shawn Michaels that they just revealed that they're going to be bringing out soon to go with her. So
No,
be-
she's
I
sensational.
don't remember who she is really.
no,
Well, I didn't. Yeah, evil stepmom. Wrestling was not allowed in our house,
gotcha.
so it was like I'd watch if I went to a buddy's house or something, So
my mom was like real strict. I remember in 4th grade I got chicken pox, and so my mom was refusing to let me get the Def Leppard Hysteria album, because like it was going to turn me into a devil worshiper. And then so when I got chicken pox, my aunt bought it for me, and I remember just sitting there all week listening to Def Leppard Hysteria on a cassette tape on headphones. It was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just going to say there is so much great detail in the costume, the outfit work here. This is a fabulous figure as far as the little touches that they've added on it.
Did those shoes make it hard for her to stand?
New poll is up.
I mean, I just set her literally down and she stood right up without me fudging with her at all.
Nice.
So fresh out of the box, she just stood right up.
See, and that's how figures should do.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, she didn't have any issue. It's a great figure, man.
Yeah, I agree, Eric. I love figures from the comics.
Yeah.
You know what figures I would take from the comics right now is the High Republic. I've been reading the series on the Marvel Unlimited app. It's fantastic. Like I would, because it's just totally it doesn't mess with your Star Wars. It's just a whole new sandbox, and they're doing a really good job with it. And I would definitely take figures from that comic book series.
I bought the first novel that they put out for that, but I haven't read it yet, of course. And I haven't read the comics either.
All right, who else
Comics
is opening
really good.
Nobody wants to sit here and look at my.
Speaking of the comic line, do you have this one?
AJ, you had an offering, right? Yeah, let's go to AJ. No, I don't have that one yet.
Ooh, nice.
Is that the Trooper?
Yeah.
No, I don't have him yet. I'm playing the long game on him.
Yeah, same.
Oh.
Rick votes Jackson for the GameStop display.
Yeah, I was really excited about this dude. So yeah.
Dino says that the Target stuff is coming out there. Their fall-a-thon, whatever they did last year.
Yeah, at the end of this month.
Yeah.
What is it? Holothons again?
Fall-a-thon, yeah.
Ugh. They still got holothon bags at my Target when they didn't have them for the last. They didn't have them out in time for the last.
That's funny. I found one the other day, and I was like, "Where the hell did this come from?"
Yeah, Brandon enjoys the High Republic as well. Yeah, I do too, man. And I've only read the comics, so I haven't read any of the books. But that's why I love the Marvel Unlimited app. Is you just get to read everything, so you're not risking money, and you could read every single comic. And High Republic, I just recommend being open minded and giving it a read. I think it's just a different perspective on the Jedi and the Force, and it's just cool to be a different time period.
That yeah, I've had it for 2 years now. That I really like that app.
Did you get to read? So I'm reading the King in Black series now from all those new figures they released, and the King in Black, it's like I think it's 55 comics total. That's in the because they do the King in Black itself, and then they have all the different individual. There's Spider-Man King in Black, Venom King, you know what I mean? And I'm halfway through it, and it is fantastic, dude. If they do, I would love for them to do King in Black for the next Spider-Man trilogy. Like Spidey 4 could be he gets his black suit, and they do that properly, just like they did in the Spidey cartoon. And then it could be like it wakes up the King in Black somehow, and that could be like a whole part of the multiverse. I think that would be cool.
Oh, not holothon, fall-a-thon. So a fall.
Fall-a-thon. Sounds like we're buying a Honda.
Fall-a-thon. Nice. Sharp.
I like that.
Little jetpack. So he does have a working holster, which is cool.
I like the thing on his left arm, like the like it's like a control panel or something, like a data pad. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pauldron is sweet too.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that work with his heads? He still got the. We know how dude loves the head tilt.
You got to have some head tilt.
But can he tilt? There you go.
Not so much that way, but
oh man,
you can get it that way.
Good enough.
Yeah.
He can still look confused when he misses his shot.
These little things, they rotate. Got some on the legs. Some kind of pouch thing here. But you notice the chest, it's not a normal Stormtrooper chest. It's smooth.
Smooth. Yeah, I did see that.
So that's different.
That's nice that it's got a slight modification.
Yeah. And the black here, I think, is cool. And, the jetpack, I think that's pretty cool.
I gotta be right back, guys. Be right back. Hang on.
Glued on there. Yeah, pretty cool looking figure. And, it is on the new Stormtrooper body as well, so he should be pretty posable.
But that chest pad's different, though.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's a cool little touch.
Ways, I hope they drop them quickly. I have had those Target exclusive ones on pre-order since like April.
Which one is that?
I think he's talking about like the was it the Python Patrol, like Outback.
Oh, the Joes, yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember who else was on there, but Bazooka.
They're finally supposed to be coming out.
God, I don't even remember if they put a release date on it, but I dropped my pre-order in because I did want to get them, but
yeah, there was no way I was missing Outback. I mean, even I didn't necessarily want the Python Patrol or the Tiger Force one, but Outback was one of my favorites growing up for whatever reason,
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I've got Outback and a couple of the Vipers. I had a couple bats on pre-order, but I canceled those once they announced the Crimson Guard bats. because I think I'd prefer to have a little army of crimson bats.
Oh, I hope they are plentiful with those crimson guards when they come out.
They look like
redeemed-
they're going to be awesome to have about
Yeah,
a dozen of them or so.
They redeemed themselves with the bats for me because I was mad at first because well, and I still have yet to actually see one in a store, but they're easy enough to find. What's he holding there? What is that?
It's blaster, and then
You
the
got,
light.
you got a lightsaber?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
That is I
classic.
really do want to pick up that figure. I hope I'm able to get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, when you add in the extra little things that they put on them, the different chests, the jetpack, the lightsaber, the holster,
Yeah,
I think it's worth getting.
definitely.
It's not
No,
just another stormtrooper.
it's just enough difference to make it worth it,
Right.
and not like sit there and complain about them reusing parts again, whatever.
And the cool box.
Yeah, I like those boxes.
Yeah. I mean, that's a cool image on the inside.
Yeah.
Where did you find him?
I don't remember if Pulse or Dorkside shipped it. Yeah, one of those two shipped them.
Was that in your pile? Was that part of your pile?
Yes. Yes.
My pile is impressive. It is impressive.
Yeah.
May I give an update to say that there is a poll, and currently Darth Revan is in second place, and Cal Kestis is in first place at 45%.
Oh wow.
I really would have thought the opposite, but Umba Trooper at 9% and Kirkanos Carter Jacks at 9% as well. So we'll see, though. You know what I mean? Like in the last poll, the one got out to an early lead and then kind of came back to Rogue One got out to an early lead and then it flipped. So you don't know what's going to happen in the next few minutes.
You never know what's going to happen on the Night Owls live stream.
You don't. I mean, it's 10 o'clock at night on the East Coast. I mean, like, this is crazy. Crazy things are happening here at 10 o'clock at night. We're all men in our mid 40s, I think. Like, this is pretty intense stuff that's happening right now.
Riveting.
All right.
Changes.
Riveting. All right, let's see. Not a member, was hoping Amazon or someone that ships $5 had him. All right, so Dan, do you want to show, or Josh, do you have any other offerings, or do you want to go to someone else and then come back?
Yeah, do somebody else.
All right, Dan.
So I started putting a couple of them up here, because I'm sure I'm going to turn into a pumpkin at some point in time soon. I did want to show you some of my. Don't laugh too hard, but these are some of my very early custom figures. So I have a Flash because he's partially Batman, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I actually made this out of
Batman adjacent, yeah.
God, what did I use? Iron Fist.
It's pretty good.
So yeah, that was Iron Fist, and I didn't think I'd ever see the scale of the Flash that I wanted, and I wanted a Flash for my collection. So
That's pretty cool, Dan.
I made him. I also made a. This was before the DC Universe Harley Quinn.
Oh,
Nice.
That is actually an X-23 figure.
Really?
Wow.
A Toy Biz one, huh?
Yep, you remember that one?
Yeah, man.
Get it in there.
Dude, that's really nicely done.
Well, if I can focus it, you'll see.
I remember those funny thigh hip
Any
jokes
second now. There she goes.
that the Toy Biz figures had.
Weren't those freaking awful? Oh my goodness.
These.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know
Those
what I
things-
actually found? Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say they didn't hold up for anything. Like they were terrible. I've got a Spider Woman that I absolutely adored that figure, but those legs just made her almost garbage.
It just depended on I mean, some of them were okay, you know. Some of them were.
Dino says, "I vote movie night hard bodies." Dino, that's you have exquisite taste in movie. Dino and I both agree on Hard Bodies and Spring Break. Those are classic '80s movies. So, quick plug: Three Men and a Monkey Lizard tomorrow is 5 p.m. Eastern in the Nerdery, and we are doing top 10 '80s movie draft. So, will Hard Bodies or Spring Break be on someone's top 10 list?
Hey, I did a 80s underrated villains for my Biff Bam Pop column today.
Oh, did
Very
you
cool.
post it? I didn't see it.
That's for
Yeah.
Darth
I
Muzzle.
probably missed it, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, so that's okay. That's why I'm
So-
promoting it, sir. Get yourself
So-
over.
So, Dan, what figures are we looking at for the display?
And one more custom.
Oh,
I have a
damn.
custom Batman. You can probably
that
tell. You can probably tell by looking at it. I actually made this out of one of the Toy Biz Black Panthers.
Wow.
that's cool. That's really cool.
I'd have never been able to tell that.
Yeah,
I like the
Yeah.
cape you put on them too.
Yeah, the cape was kind of dirty. I need to fix it a little bit, but so I'm thinking, I don't know, Flash with Flash, Batman with Batman. What do you think?
I think it looks cool.
The way that these figures are, it reminds me of like WCW versus NWO Revenge.
Hmm.
And then I've got my
Nice.
Constantine.
Like the bulky
Oh.
body style like that.
Hey,
Yeah,
hang
let's
on,
see
Dan.
that Constantine.
Yeah, you got a short one. That Constantine. Is that the Page Puncher?
Yeah.
Isn't that a cool figure, dude?
You had me jealous when you posted yours. I had to get him.
He is so cool, man, and 100% Batman adjacent. From if you have HBO Max, watch Justice League Dark. That it's a outstanding animated movie. It's like an hour and a half long.
I hadn't gotten it yet, but I looked the other morning and he's still where I stashed him. So.
Where'd you stash them?
Just a few aisles over in the what do you call that stuff?
You must be where Sleeping
Kids
Collectible
Creative.
finds all his stuff.
Where they can make beads and rubber band bracelets, like that kind of stuff. Those boxes have not moved in a little while, so
The craft. Yeah, the craft section.
crafts, crafts.
Wow, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I think that would make the best sleeping toy hunt video ever if he like went to where you were and didn't know it was yours and it's like, I found $600 under the shelf, and then all you're watching the video, you're like, oh no, that's my
Yeah.
stash.
That'd be whack.
That'd be
AJ would
pretty
be like, "Wait, that looks a lot like the one I hid."
Right.
No, look, this is what we would do. We'd figure out a way. We'll find somebody who has access to a store at night, and then we'll play like a scavenger hunt, and we'll make it a game show where we'll have like a really expensive figure hidden somewhere in the store, and 4 people go in at the same time, and they've got to try to find it.
That would be a fun game show.
Yeah, it would be like supermarket sweep in a way.
Right.
Brandon,
That
don't
would
worry.
be cool.
It's not that Flash. This is a different version. Brandon's worried that the Flash is going to go crazy, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I only have 2 figures that I have stashed right now. Actually, I don't normally do that. It's kind of like if I'm on the fence of whether I want to buy something or not, or
Not sure.
on occasion I'll hide something to hope it goes on clearance. But normally if I stash something, it's like
Freezer.
I like text somebody and be like, "Hey, come and get this figure I put here for you."
See, I'm wondering if what do the employees think when they find these? Like,
They know.
My first thought as a retail employee would have been, oh, some punk little kids just, wanted this and his parents said no and they were in the aisle, so he just shoved it there. I would have never, ever, ever thought to myself,
Oh no.
this is a grown adult that's hiding this.
Yeah.
If I had
Dude,
to
I
venture
used
to
to-
guess, they work in the store long enough, they see that there's probably more adults in the toy aisle than there is kids.
Yeah. But dude, I used to find people's stashes at Toys R Us,
Yeah.
Like, when you find action figures in the diapers, you know that's some dude that hid that.
Now that's, I would have thought, no, I mean, when I did work retail for many years, and that I would have thought that, Eric's got a good point. They don't get paid enough to care, actually.
I had a lovely
Maybe not.
encounter with a very, very pleasant Walmart woman this week, so
Ooh.
I would agree with that.
Well, now you got to tell.
Yeah, you can't lead with
You
that.
can't throw that out. And
All right, so they had the G.I. Joe, the classified retro cards. They had a Lady J and a Gung Ho sitting on the shelf. Both of them, the boxes were just jacked up. So, and the Lady J had a clearance sticker on it, but the Gung Ho did not. So I asked the woman, I said, "Excuse me." I go, "It seems as if this was probably clearanced out because the box is damaged. Is there a reason why they wouldn't do the other one as well?" She goes, "Well, they don't always do both of them. They don't always do all of them." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. Thanks a lot." And
Thank you.
She lays into me, "Well, if you just give me a second, I can get my thing." I'm like, "It's okay. Don't worry about it."
Josh, why are you upsetting people?
Bro, I had no idea what I was walking into. But she laid into me and she told me that I was a miserable human being. And then,
Oh my God, dude.
yeah,
wow.
it was
That
like
quickly.
everything negative that's ever happened to this woman came out on me for asking a simple question about some G.I. Joe figures. And I'm just like,
That's what you get. Yeah.
I'm
That's
never
what you
coming
get,
back
Larry.
to this Walmart again.
Dude,
It's not worth the trouble.
At the Target closest to me and I go in there like 4 or 5 times a week, Miss Angela, she's an older lady, probably 60. She has grandkids, and there's a young dude, and I can't think of his name right now. Josh, I think it is actually. They work there every day, so they know me. They know my kids even, I never had a problem with them, They've been there for Angela, I think she's been at Target like 20 years. So
Lifer
for sure.
I never have problems with any employees that I've ever encountered, and I didn't think I was asking an unreasonable question.
Oh no, you've had some doozies at Target, if I recall.
It's been a while.
Has it?
But Walmart's the worst, man. Like those people literally do not give a shit at all.
Oh,
well, they're not paid. Like Eric said, they're not paid enough to care.
She made the comment to me, just because we work at Walmart doesn't mean that you can treat us the way that you're treating us. Like,
yeah, see, I went off on her at that point.
I don't know.
I guarantee these old ladies the other day probably think I'm a real jerk that works at Meijer, because I'm standing there and I'm looking at bags of coffee and I've got one in my hand. I'm reading the label, and these ladies walk up and they go, "Where's your pet treats?" Like, no, do you work here? No, nothing. She just walked up and said, "Where?" I mean, I'm wearing the same thing I always wear, and I wasn't in a very good mood that morning, and I just looked over at her and I said, "I have no idea." And I know, obviously she thought I must have worked there. So I'm wondering, how many times has that happened to one? Have you guys ever just assumed somebody worked there? You get a snotty reply and they just didn't. No,
but people have come up to me. Don't ever wear a red polo shirt in Target.
Oh, I know better. Yeah. Oh, I know better.
And so the times that I haven't thought about it because I wore it to work and then went in there, people have come up to me. "Excuse me, can you tell me where such and such is?" I'm like, "Man, get the fuck out of here. I don't know what you're talking about."
I mean, it just drives me nuts, man, because it doesn't matter what store I'm in. I get it all the freaking time.
Huh.
Apparently,
That's
I
funny.
just look at work everywhere I go. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Well, because everywhere you go, it's business time. It's business time. Guys, can I give you a very urgent update? I think this is breaking news. Okay. All right. Democracy at Work.
Oh,
21 minutes in, it is a tie between who should headline the display.
Ooh, Callan Revan.
So
Are
I
you
mean, I
Jedi
can't
or
argue. I
Sith?
can't argue with either one. You know what I mean? Like both. I think would be very cool. So I have just started putting some risers in. When I have like a lower shelf like this, I don't put tall risers in the back of it because otherwise you couldn't see anything. So I think I'll just probably start layering it in with the figures that maybe need the least highlight in the back, and then we'll build out, the better figures from there. And the problem is, like, I think the Gaming Greats line it's just a good line, or the comic line, whatever. The GameStop line, I think it's a exceptional line.
You got AJ's answer.
ooh, there you go.
Somebody asked it, so
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
You gonna open that?
Brandon feels the pain of wearing a red shirt to Target.
I don't know.
Has anybody found any of the chase versions of these vehicles yet? I think Dino had found one.
I got the Jedi Luke.
Oh, no way. I want that one. So here's a chase one.
Oh, that's a chase too?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It is.
Who's in it?
It's like a Clatoonian dude in there.
Hmm.
But it's because it's painted red
Gotcha.
from the Mandalorian.
That's
It's
weird.
going for about $50. So I listed it for sale.
There you go.
I mean, it was like $12 in the store. I mean, I'll take $50 for it.
Josh, did you end up getting that gung ho? Or did you just give up after the lady?
Dude, I took tail to run. I don't like confrontation with people. I might be a big guy, but like little old lady just like did me in. I just like, nope, not gonna deal with you. Sorry.
If somebody says it's not okay to smack him around, so.
I mean, look, we've all had bad days. It like
Yeah, maybe she was just having a bad day.
that's what I said. Like, whatevs, man. I'm not gonna sit there and try to get somebody fired over a toy. I'm not gonna sit there and let it ruin my day trying to track down a manager to talk to anybody about it.
Good point.
Never
Good
go
point.
back to that Walmart again. That's the way I look at it.
You should have crop dusted her as you left.
Yeah, that about sums up my feelings for.
Or even just let it go while she was talking to you. Not even walking away. Just standing there.
The only thing I told her, I go, ma'am, you would act as if what I'm asking you is an unreasonable question. They're both damaged. One is cleared, one is not. Figure it out.
Dino's got the Moff Gideon also. And Rick's
There
giving you
it
a hard time, AJ. Should say no to
I saw
skeleton.
that.
That Moff Gideon, it's weird that they would release the Moff Gideon when that tie is unique unto itself, right?
AJ, you're
release that
handsome.
tie
Sorry, I
like that.
left you on so long. I was putting figures in.
Oh, that's all good. Yeah, the TIE fighter has the wings that fold.
But like the normal release, they didn't release that one by itself. The chase is the fact that the wings fold, right?
Well, the Chase TIE fighter is a white one. I guess like the original TIE fighter,
Okay.
78 was white. I'm thinking.
So is Gideon the chase of Vader's tie?
I don't know.
Huh. Yeah, I haven't seen the Gideon one either.
It's a chase of something because it's on the package. As I don't know if you can see that.
Jason's white.
Yeah.
So
Hey, I got an update, fellas. I just got to notice that I have to get off of here.
Oh,
wait, who'd you get?
You got to.
Your wife?
You got to.
Yeah,
You got to know.
I'm too loud.
All right, dude. It was good seeing you.
You guys too, man. Thanks for having me. Thanks for helping me with my display, everybody.
we'll see.
Well,
you
yeah,
soon,
you have
man.
to post pictures of it. Like
I will I will take a snap a shot and post it on Twitter and right now.
Good seeing you, buddy.
Yeah.
Guys, have a good night. Have a good
Later,
weekend.
Dan.
Have a good holiday.
Happy
you
holiday,
too, man.
buddy.
Yeah,
Stay
enjoy
safe.
the long weekend. All right, I'm moving. Some better lighting in. There we go.
You know, and I have to comment to Rick. Nothing wrong with eBay, listing a variant on there for sale. I personally don't see a problem with that. If I was one of those guys that bought a whole case of like Cobra Vipers when there were 4 or 5 other people waiting there, and then I went straight to eBay, I think that's a little screwed up. And I am not that guy per se.
We know you're not. We're just giving you poop.
I'm never going to begrudge anybody if they need to make a buck, man. Sorry. If that's...
Years ago when McFarlane had the sports picks, those variants, man, went for hundreds of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And I sold a lot of them. I'm not going to lie, Hot Wheels treasure hunts. Man, I sold a ton of those things too over the years. But also, I put into work to find that stuff,
Yeah, well, that's part of the process, right?
And if people want to pay X number of dollars for that stuff, then whatever,
The buyers set the market.
Yep.
Period. End of story.
Exactly. Well, dude, that's why when I went to, that's part of what was cool about the Toy Pit was we got to negotiate pricing because we double checked on Action Figure 4 and 1 and eBay, and they negotiated down on a lot of it.
Hey, and I'm also big into the hashtag CHC, Collectors Helping Collectors.
Mm-hmm.
I've sent tons of figures to people over the last.
You've sent me figures.
Sent you figures. There you go.
All the time.
No.
Including, Chase
what happened when
figures,
Jackson's there.
whatever.
Oh no! See, this dude has some wobbly. Look at that. So you just bump his knee the wrong way, and it's all over. He's steady once he's in place.
Dude, how about the G.I. Joe Retro Gung Ho and those figures? They come with display stands.
Yeah, so does McFarlane.
So does McFarlane. Why is Star Wars so anti-display stand these days?
I don't know. I actually like the display stand with the McFarlane.
Yeah.
I kind of like how all these troopers are looking clustered together. I think
With
Well,
the
that
rabbit
one looks
chilling?
like he's freaking on the other one, so I like that a lot.
Man. All right, hang on. There's the one I want. All right, cool. I'm gonna have this dude.
All right, AJ, I gotta know. You've got the Alley Viper.
Yeah.
People in the chat, what's up with this thing? Like, what the hell is this?
I don't know what that is.
What do you guys think of that? How's that looking?
That's looking
Oh, that
good.
looks great. Looks like a good album. I'd play that all night long.
Wait, can you lower the guys in front? Do you have a riser that's not as tall?
I do, but what I was going to do is like I have like this riser, and then I was going to have them like a couple here, and then put like the key figures up on like this mini riser up front.
Gotcha.
Can
So
you
I would
see
think
in like
that the perspective that we're looking at it is not the same as what you would see standing there.
So the way I have them, let me see if I can get the angle, is like if I'm looking at it, they're all have like viewing lanes. So I have like a gap where I can see each one between them, even though they're all on the same plane. Yeah.
Right.
I would take the 4 dark-bodied troopers and pose them like the cover to or the poster to the Breakfast Club. Let's do it.
All right, hang on. I got. So is that it for? Okay, so now I have 3 lighter colored troopers.
Scuba Pete, Night
John, I
Viper
haven't
bow
opened it.
top that goes on the backpack. Okay. Now I got to figure out this backpack.
So you open that Joker. We didn't even see it.
Well, I've already opened 2 of them before, so I didn't think that it was anything special.
All right, so I got these like this. All right, and now I'm gonna put.
Where is he on the?
These.
Oh, he's at the top
Here.
of here.
Yeah, I got nothing where this ports into. Completely lost.
Yeah, but what is it though?
I don't know.
It's got like a trigger guard on it or something.
He says it's a bow top that goes on the backpack.
You know, I didn't get that snow trooper there, dude.
I love this thing, man. You have this huge flamethrower. Look at that backpack.
That's
Oh,
cool
he's
looking.
not a snow trooper.
It's kind of like a snow trooper, but it's a flame trooper.
It reminds me of like the Macquarie design
Yeah.
of the Stormtrooper
Yeah.
or Vader or
But-
whatever it was.
But look at that helmet.
Yeah, it's great.
And I love that it kind of does make that snow trooper look, right? How it
Mhm.
is like a tunic. It's
Yeah.
very Vader-esque, the helmet.
Here's what I hate about the Star Wars line. Like, that's an awesome figure. And if it wasn't the Star Wars line, like, that would still be an awesome figure. But it's taking up, like, quality Star Wars characters that could be released as opposed to that damn thing. It's like,
Yeah.
I want more characters and not that thing.
Well, how about both?
Right.
I mean, I think
Right.
the gaming. I really do enjoy the gaming grades line, or just the GameStop figures. Clearly, I mean, look at all the ones I have.
I don't know. I just get so damn tired of all the repacks and repaints.
Yeah, that's very fair. This is another cool one.
Yeah, man.
I like that it's like dirty too. You know,
Mhm.
not yeah. That's such a cool helmet.
It's not the shore trooper you take home to mom.
No. All right. I got everybody balanced. All right, we're gonna slide this one in. I like that each of the white. Four. I like that each of the white armored stormtroopers. I might have to just move this camera here for a second. Is like a different shade of white or off-white. Yeah, like these 2 are clean. Oh, here, let me make sure I get this dude. Nice, okay. We survived. So, you know what I mean? Like, these 2 are clean. This one's dirty. I think that they just look really neat together. And then I like how you have, like, the 3 black stormtroopers right behind him.
Oh,
You know, I mean, this is part of the zen of it. It's almost like, you know, you got to be real zen putting this together.
hey, Steve-O, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve-O's here. What up, dude? All right, what do you guys think? How's this looking so far?
I like it.
All right. Let's get some of the remaining figure. I feel like I have more of the GameStop figures. They're packed in a box somewhere.
See, I don't have that jump trooper. I have the. I don't know what he is. He looks the same. He's got some different colors on him.
Ooh, you know what?
That's the first one.
We should check the poll real quick. Cal Kestis 47%. All right, we're working towards it.
I don't know where it is.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 figures left. Okay. So I think, Kirk Canos, Carter Jax is so cool. Like maybe taking him.
Wait, does his helmet come off?
I don't know if it does. I don't know if it does. I don't want to mess that up. I'm always terrified I'm going to destroy it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
I'm sure if Vern was here, he would know. So this thing is so cool, man. So I think I'm going to just put him like up here by himself. What do you guys think of that?
He stands alone, buddy. He looks good.
All right, and then I want to take the Umbra Trooper and slide it in right here.
Almost knocked him over.
I know that guy's in a perilous spot. All right, let's take the Umbra Trooper, and then we'll take Darth Nihilus. Put him.
Dude, I'm glad I did the body swap on that Darth Nihilus.
Ah, come on.
It's so much better. Because that's just Darth Maul's body, legs,
right.
Everything. And that's not how my dude looked.
You know what I could do is I could take that Maul, because the Maul I have is actually the comic book Maul. I could swap those heads and then give myself a classic Maul body. And then
you
give
get
him
the
the Nihilus body.
Basically 2 Darth Mauls in it.
The only Maul I have is the which right now I have in my I have it slated to go in my Clone Wars display because I want a Maul in that, but let me grab it.
Yeah, because the first release came with the head inside the cloak.
No, this is the comic book Maul that's shirtless.
Yeah. I haven't opened that one either.
It's a really well done figure. Really well done. All right, we got Darth Nihilus.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right, so you can see from that angle. What do you guys think?
Like it.
I like the way Carter Jax, Kirk Canos looks here because he just stands out from everything. All right, I think it's time. Hang on. Let me flip your screen.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah, this one.
No, I don't have that one.
Yeah, and so it was just a head that's inside like the cloak. And you could just, swap it between the 2 bodies. Or, swap it the 2 heads. I guess that was just the first Black Series release.
Yeah.
That one.
Cool that
so they
2 figures in one, in a sense.
They had that one in the toy store in Indianapolis, and it was $100.
Oh yeah. See.
So good to see Rolando here and Steve-O and Dino. Yep. I see everyone in chat. So hey, just so everyone knows, Cal Kestis came in with 41%. Revan was 29. Umbra Trooper was 17, and Kirkanos Carter Jax was 11.
Huh. A bunch of Jedis out there.
All right, so he will be the last figure we put in. All right, so let me make this big screen again. This is fun building a display, man.
Yeah, we hadn't done this in a while.
No, it is like a Zen thing, though. You know what I mean? It's like a rock garden almost, building one of these. And I'll tell you, verse when you see this pile of shame right there. But in fairness to me, there's 3 piles because I sorted them, so they will go into the Marvel DTOFs. But right now they are in piles of shame because Thanos isn't on top of them. But it's satisfying when it's done.
I agree.
This is how
I
we
love it.
started out, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
this is exactly.
Doing the display.
All right, let me get him to stand. I think Revan is such a cool figure. There he is. All right, let me get him. So you guys can.
Yeah,
So
the
we got
only
Darth.
complaint about Revan I ever had was the head doesn't move very well,
No, it's pretty stiff.
but he looks amazing.
I like how his cape is tattered. It's soft
Yes.
goods and it's tattered, or his
Yes.
cloak there, and just the mask, the bronze on his chest, and the red and the purple saber are so cool together, man. And even just the Jedi Revan figure is sweet, but you can't compete with the Darth Revan.
Right.
Yeah, I like the way I lined that. I got the 3 Sith up in the front row, Umber Trooper, Karner Jax, and then the collection of troopers with Jackson in the back. And then we'll have and then let's top it off with the main vote getter, Cal Kestis.
Cal is a good deluxe figure.
Yeah, dude, I think he's one of the best Black Series Deluxe figures we've gotten.
He came with a good amount of accessories. You don't feel bad paying $30 for him as a deluxe figure.
I didn't at all. I had no issue with it. So do you guys like how I put him up here, like kind of place of honor, elevated in the front row?
Yeah, man.
What do you guys think? How's that look?
Yeah. You should put his little holocron and that other stuff with him.
Coming
Have you
up.
heard that they've been, like, Disney's apparently been talking to that guy to come in and play that role in one of the series?
Yeah, dude, and I'm all in.
Huh.
Do it.
Huh. What show would he be on?
You could
Like
do.
Andor
It could be
or
like. He could be on any of those shows, but you could do your own show
Yeah.
of him going and meeting, Jedi and helping Jedi out, or help. Like they could totally put him in like the Jedi path that they showed in Obi-Wan.
Well, it'd be cool. They could continue the story of the Inquisitors as well.
Yes.
And then have Vader showing up here and there, maybe, cameos.
All right. So there is the GameStop Gaming Greats or comic book extended universe book, all inclusive universe action figure display. I'm very happy with how it came out. I think it looks great.
I like it.
It feels good. It feels good now that it's organized and decluttered. And obviously, I got a lot of work to do. These are all staged, but so at least they're not in piles anymore. But I want to keep making offerings and then building out these displays.
Man, it's a lot of figures.
Oh, dude! And then look at all the Marvel ones.
Yeah.
Oh no! Camera went out. Dope.
Yeah, that's a lot of figures, dude.
Well, it's years of collecting, And
how long have you been collecting?
Like this kind of stuff. Hang on, let me put this back to this kind of stuff. Since I don't think my oldest is 18, so we probably started getting figures for her around 4 or 5, and then I just was collecting through her, and then I would buy stuff for myself and then hide it, so no one knew. It was just all in boxes and hidden, like I was like Shylock, or what's his name, the dragon, Smaug.
Right.
So I did that, and then just collected secretly over the years. And then it when COVID hit, I think it turned into like everything escalated quickly with COVID and collecting, because it gave us something to do. But oh shit, dude, I forgot to add her. I gotta put her in with Cal. So I'm rebooting my phone real quick, and then we'll log back in. But this is the carbonized second sister. Sister.
So, you have a sister.
Red
Obi-Wan was
beans.
wise to hide her from me.
Red beans and rice didn't miss her. That would be a good short with Vader's voice. You have a sister. Red
Sister.
beans and rice haven't missed her. She's really cool though, man. This is one of like my stealthy favorite figures.
Mm.
And I got lucky with the carbonized because these are actually ended up being we have two versions of it, and I stupidly opened both because one was my daughter's, and then I opened that one for me.
Are
Where I
there
couldn't-
multiple brothers and sisters? Like, are the brothers and sisters in that game the same as what's supposed to be in Obi-Wan and the same
Yeah.
as what's supposed to be in Rebels?
Yes,
They're all supposed to be the same people.
yes, but I think some die, or like if one gets killed, they find another child or another and put another one in, and then they raise up in the ranks. So the higher number your brother or sister, the higher ranked you are.
Okay.
And the same in the comics. You know,
I haven't read that many comics to see them in there. I'm just trying to like figure out whether or not they were actually the same person or just like a rank and title.
right. Right.
All right, it's back.
I'd like to see more of them personally.
I think it's neat because it's basically the equivalent of a Jedi Order,
Mm-hmm.
but it's Sith. I'm really happy with how that one turned out.
Yeah, looks good.
So so I was going to show you guys. These are some of the. So this one, I did a spreadsheet and I mapped all these shelves out. So this one is going to be only retro Spider-Man figures. And then I'm going to open up Rhino, and then once I get Doc Ock and the Lizard, and then once I get all those, I'll do an offering with them. And then
That's a good shelf. I like that one.
So that is like, to me, this is my prime shelf, are these two right here, because they're centered in the 6 DTOF. And so this is Empire Strikes Back. This is Spider-Man Retro. And then here is Spidey and Friends comic book display. And then down there, I can't remember what that, I haven't moved that yet. And then here is going to be an Iron Legion with comic book Avengers. So it'll look kind of like they're in an Iron Legion armory, and then they're having a meeting. And then this is going to be Marvel comic book cosmic figures.
Hey, don't forget to save room for Galactus.
Well, dude, I'll show you where that's going. I got a spot, and then this is going to be MCU figures. This entire column. So I got this is an old display. I'm gonna have to move these, but so this will, all MCU all the way down here.
I think you need a couple more details.
Well, you know what I said was let's get them filled up first, and then get them properly staged, and then because the other thing too is you have the bottom rows as well.
What about how are you guys thinking about the Ghost Rider HasLab?
I want to see it because, I think I like Robbie Rye's Ghost Rider and I like the car, but that is not something I even need to pay a premium amount of money for. Does that make? I mean, is that?
Oh, totally.
So I really want to see is it remote controlled? You know what I mean? Is it, or is it the car and the bike? Is it all the Ghost Riders? And it's like this, kind of like a HasLab collective, and then there's some cool unlocks. Okay, now I'm interested.
Right.
So I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, Ghost Rider was one of my well, the old Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch, but Ghost Rider is one of those figures I don't have. He was one of my favorites, so as of right now, I'm just like, oh yeah, whatever it is, I'm getting it.
Did you get the retro packaged Ghost Rider that they just launched?
I did order that. Yep.
I missed it because I was traveling for work, but hopefully the toy gods will be kind. I mean, I just made a good offering with the Umber Trooper and building this display. So,
Yeah.
Well, for me, I think you got to do it's got to be a nice chromed out bike with a lot of effects, and you can give me a variation on the Ghost Rider since they're putting out that one on the retro card, so I don't necessarily need that Ghost Rider to go with the bike. You can give me a different variation on the Ghost Rider there.
yeah, that would be cool.
Because I think we are getting like it has to be the Hell Charger and it has to be Robbie Reyes. But again, that doesn't do much for me. But if you give me that, if you do like a garage, you give me that, you give me a bike with a Ghost Rider, and then give me the horse with the Phantom Rider, give me flame effects all around.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I think that's what you have to do.
Well, now if you're talking the horse and stuff, right? Now you're getting into like just shut up and take my money territory.
Right.
Yeah, so I think if you get a car, a horse, and a bike along
Well,
with
and I
three
missed out on
decent
that Ghost
figures and
Rider
a bunch
bike.
of flame, right, and a bunch of flame effects, I'm in.
Yeah. Now, but I don't want the same bike. Like I want this to be a HasLab level bike, you know, because they'll probably charge $500 for it. But if you're getting the bike, the horse, the car, now what if it's just the car? Like, would you guys feel like it has to be remote controlled or something like it, or just have to be like what? I don't even know what would justify having the car as the HasLab.
There's nothing that they could do to that car that would wow me to the point where it would move me to probably have to feel I needed to buy it. If it's just the car and Robbie Reyes and what's his brother that is it Gabe? Is Gabe the kid in the wheelchair?
Gabe's his brother. It's a good comic. Like I like the comic. Yeah,
but like it does nothing for me. I'm not interested in buying that.
No, just the car and Robbie Ghost Rider for $300. I'm not doing it.
No,
you know. But if you do, like you said, because in my mind and talking with my local buddies, that's what we were saying. It's got to be like the car, a bike, the horse, three or four different Ghost Riders. You know, as far as the HasLab, and then the tiers would be, you know, various effects and stuff, and weaponry, lights in the car, or sounds, or something. You know,
Gabe in the wheelchair,
right?
Well, and it kind of, it feels kind of like Hasbro needs a win after a couple misses with their HasLabs.
Talk to the G.I. Joe team. They know how to do HasLabs. The rest of them need to pay attention to how it's done.
I don't have any wrestling figures, man. That is a rabbit hole. Because if I ever did, not that I've thought about this or been tempted to do it, but if I ever did, it would be all like 80s retro wrestling figures, right? Because that, and 90s too, but mainly the 80s. And but then that's just a whole rabbit hole. So I don't collect lightsabers. I don't collect helmets. Only Batman or Batman and Jason McFarlane figures.
Playing fast and loose with the rules around here.
Eric, great point. I will make that tweak and get BD1 on Cal's back. Orlando wants Jedi Revan. Brandon, dude, they just released Darth Revan on Archive, so look around for it. You might be able to find it somewhere. I found it. Yeah.
He still pops up in my area.
Yeah, I got him for 20 as an Archive figure. The Archive version just comes with the one head. Yeah. But I'm really happy with the two. I like the way the two lightsabers look together. He says Grand Inquisitor and Fifth Brother were the only ones in Kenobi that appeared in other projects.
I'll have to look into it.
Eric says only a few of the Inquisitors have crossed multiple mediums. Dude, how do you use two cameras and you never get audio feedback? I use Apple earpod buds through my MacBook Pro, and then I put it on what's the exact setting? I put it on noise cancellation, and then I just mute I'm using the Samsung whatever Ultra 22, and I just mute the mic on that, and I mute the volume on it. I'm glad it's working. Thanks for the positive feedback. Only 11 total Inquisitors have appeared across different mediums. That's quite a bit, though, if you think about it. Like that's a good like that's an order, right? I mean, think about that. Like Luke at some point probably had that Jedi order, maybe 11, 12. So it's kind of the equivalent.
It just gets a little confusing. Like, why didn't Palpatine ever say, like, why don't you go get those other guys and like have them like chase down that kid for you?
Well,
so L4CV says the
story
12th brother is a Twi'lek.
About what happened to the Inquisitors after Return of the Jedi, or where were they during all that time frame? Has that been explored anywhere?
Well, I think some of them were former Jedi, some of them were Padawans that they kidnapped, right? And then I think, knowing Palpatine, maybe he already had a couple handpicked or ready to go. I don't know if someone knows. I don't know the exact genesis of when exactly that those started,
or when did they disappear.
But I love the Inquisitors in the comics and the interaction between Vader and the Inquisitors, because they, it is the Sith way. They're all trying to climb the ladder.
Well, did either of you ever read the Dark Horse Clone Wars comics? Because in there were lots of, I say lots, there were a good handful of Jedi that worked for Count Dooku, and they had red lightsabers and everything. And Quinlan Voss was one of them. He was undercover under Dooku for a while. So I guess maybe some of those dudes became Inquisitors.
Yeah, well, yeah, you had the one Jedi guard from Clone Wars. They confirmed, that became
He's the
Grand Inquisitor, right? Yeah, the Grand Inquisitor. I think it's a fascinating concept.
That was in one of the comics, that story.
Yeah,
the Grand Inquisitor.
Yep.
One of the Darth Vader.
That was like the first one that showed up in Rebels, right? That was Jason Isaacs' voice.
Yep. I'll tell you, man, the Darth Vader comics are incredible. Like, I read everything he's in. Like, he shows up in Afra and a couple other things, but the Crimson Reign comic book line where Kira comes back,
one, right?
and they do an auction where she steals Han Solo's body as it was going to Jabba the Hutt, and then it's like a heist mission between Boba Fett and Leia and the rebels, and then Dr. Afra's there, and there's all these other factions trying to outbid or steal his body, and then Vader shows up, and I don't want to spoil it for people to read it, but it's out. Like, everything he's in that's a comic is a must read. I think he's such a fascinating character. Oh, shoot! You guys want to see the helmet?
Yeah,
the helmet that you don't collect.
I only have a helmet.
Yes.
It's really cool. So it only does one sound effect, though. Well, other than the opening and closing, but it just does two different breathing sound effects. One when it's put together, and one when it's just the bottom piece.
I don't know. I always think, it looks great, but maybe it's the angle that we can see it from. It always just looks different than what I like the movies.
Well, part of it is when you see it in the movies, it's moving or it's on screen for a second, so your brain is processing more of the angles and the emotions, right? So when you get it, it does. The more you look at it, the more your brain processes it, and it does have. You're like, wait, what is that? Like, what I mean? It does, but then when you see it on screen and you see this, it's really accurate. And again, I don't know. There's some nerd be like, your angle on your Dorfus medium is off on this first in the movie. I have no idea, but to me, this looks like Vader's helmet, man.
I just think that without it being attached to the shoulders, it kind of loses the angle because you have a tendency to just hold it differently, and that's why it constantly looks.
Maybe
wrong.
that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks cool though. And that'd be one like if that goes on sale for like $90 or something, and I have like a coupon, I would pick that one up.
You know what? I didn't. I wasn't patient on this. I just as soon as I saw, because I had the lightsaber. So as soon as I saw this, I did just. It was an impulse order. But even paying full price, where I am being very judicious now, I feel this was worth it. So if you can definitely get it on sale, that would be a big victory.
Eric wants to know where you ordered yours.
I got mine off Amazon, and it was discounted because they did. Amazon does that pre-order price guarantee, so I think I ended up getting it was 11% off of it. So that was a nice discount. I got $70 off Obi-Wan saber from Amazon because they had a sale. So that was quite a deal. But I did pay full price for Vader's lightsaber.
Shout out to Kat, who just showed up.
Oh, Kat's here. All right, let me say hi. What up, Kat? But I don't collect lightsabers. I do have Vader's lightsaber. But even at full price, this was worth it to me. This is my first, ever, other than like the wiffle ball one I had as a kid. This is my first ever character lightsaber because I do have a Galaxy's Edge one.
Well, I just like that you can take the blade off.
Yeah.
Because I have the old Master Replicas one that, the blade's not removable.
Same.
Yeah. There's a Kyber crystal chamber.
Yeah, we got none of that.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah. Oh, here, let me show you something cool. So what you have there's like a little keystone in there, and that's what locks everything in place. So you have to remove this to put the blade in or out, and it stabilizes it. So you can put the Kyber crystal in here. And here, listen to this. So this is the sound it makes if you don't have the blade in it. Okay, it's like a misfire, right? So let's put this in there. And then, so that this fits nice and snug. Put this in. Twist that, and then now it sits in there. So this is what his hilt looks like before it is emitted. I guess what is supposed to be kind of movie accurate, with the chamber sitting like that. So when you turn it on, listen to the difference in the sound. So you get a nice different effect, and then that lights up red. And so if you leave it on and leave it red for a second, I'll show you what it does. You gotta let that little chamber charge. But it's the same thing. You unscrew it, put the blade in, and this blade is so much better than the Galaxy's Edge one, just because of all the effects it has with it. I mean, it has this cool little button here, and when you tap it, it does blaster deflection. And if you hold it down, it does like the lava effect, like there's the two lightsabers like clashing together, and then it has like a sequence. So I'm in love with this thing, man. It's one of my favorite things I've gotten.
Huh.
It's pretty cool.
It really.
I wish I could justify the purchase. Maybe I need to start letting the grandkids play with my master replicas a little bit more. The off chance something happens to it.
Right.
Sorry, hang on. This has got to charge more. So I'm going to watch Lord of the Rings this weekend. How about you guys?
I don't have Prime.
Oh, you don't have Prime?
No.
I have Prime, but I'm nervous to go back to Middle Earth.
Dude, you know
what? I'm going to give it a shot.
$1 billion to make this season. That's insane.
And then I saw like they showed like the intro or whatever with like it looked like it was like soap opera stuff. Like apparently, like the intro is it's
Like Days of Our Lives.
it's like characters just like staring at the like.
Is it really?
Yeah, like that's what at least that's what somebody had tweeted out earlier. Like apparently this is the Lord of the Rings intro, and it was just really really bad.
Hey, look who's here. They gone. No, it's not a collection. I have one lightsaber and I have one souvenir from Galaxy's Edge. And so, technically that's a lightsaber. So I have two lightsabers. So, and the two is not a collection. It's a pair. Two is a pair. I have a pair of lightsabers.
I think what we're trying to say is that you're adjacent to collection. You're collection adjacent.
You're kind of putting like it's almost like a future tense verb when you say that you collect lightsabers. Like it's just an assumptive, like that you've seen the future, and you're just saying like it's all one part of space and time. Where even though I only have a pair of lightsabers, that because I will have a wall of them, that I do collect lightsabers. Is that it's a space time?
Well, my space time is actually more about the past, in which you have demonstrated little to no willpower and being able to resist going down rabbit holes. I
think I've done a good job because all I have are Legends, Black Series, McFarlane, and then I have
hard on the McFarlane stuff.
But I scaled back so much on Black Series and Legends that it deviated that way. But because McFarlane, you can get everything on sale. Like I'm paying like 10 to like at most 15. My money goes so much further. But the money goes so much further. So I'm spending less, but I got more figures. And I love my McFarlane, and then because of somebody who's in a corner up right from me, I got
not my fault.
I got 2 3-0 figures. I got the Hulkbuster, which honestly is probably my favorite like figure in my whole collection. That thing is incredible. And then this is the Iron Man that goes in it, and it's definitely coming out. I just haven't had time or energy. Maybe this weekend because it's a long weekend. Because I really want to. And then I got my first Mayfax figure. John at Super Awesome Geek Show sent it to me. So live stream on Sunday. He and I are going to do a live stream unboxing of Mayfax Dark Knight Batman.
Nice.
So, but this actually is worrisome because this could lead to this could be like a gateway drug, right? Where they're like the first taste is free, and then it expands exponentially from there. But because I've held off on any Mayfax, so I'm beyond excited, and especially because it's a Dark Knight one, so I could have Dark Knight in the Batcave. Really cool of John. Really cool of John.
The Mythic Legions. I think that's kind of going to be my new thing.
Yeah, you think you're going to do it?
Dude,
yeah.
We haven't hung out since I've been to PowerCon. You want to see some Mythic Legions?
Yeah, man.
Oh, did you? Yeah, you went in, didn't you?
Yeah, I got some. Let me go round up some figures for you.
I have 4 of them on pre-order right now.
Yeah.
But the one thing I don't like that I'm finding out is the pre-orders are 12 to 18 months out.
Yeah,
that's kind of insane.
Long.
But if you don't get them, man, they're so expensive on the aftermarket. Like, I don't know. I was looking up one today, man. It was like the cheapest one I found was like $125. And
wow,
I just can't do that much, But if you can get them when they go on pre-sale, they're like $37.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. I mean, they're super detailed, soft goods on a lot of them, multiple weapons, extra heads. Yeah, they're pretty cool. And I mean, I just love all that fantasy stuff anyway. So
yep, they look neat. That's why I'm just 100% staying away. I got to be safe. But you know what though? Like the collecting less Black Series and Legends has been a good thing because I really do enjoy the McFarlane figures. Like I feel like it's been very additive to my collection, and I have the Bat Cave up in the Nerdery, and it's fun building it, like, you know, adding 1 or 2 figures a week to it and watching it grow, and it's been really enjoyable collecting them.
Oh, skeleton dude.
Oh, let me make you. Come on, flip it over. There he is.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the sculpt, just the skeleton head. Not to mention the armor details. And they move so nice too.
Yeah. Yeah, they're super silky smooth and they hold poses really well.
That thing looks like it could go with like a Thor display.
Yeah, and then so the cool
like
thing
guarding the underworld or something
is like I don't want to mess with it right now, but like the axe separates so you can have like double blade or you can go with a single blade. Like there's a lot of customization that you can do. So like these shoulder pads come off. So you can do like a lot of different customization and stuff like that with your figures, which I think is one of the things that makes them so appealing to so many collectors.
Dude, I love that you're wearing a Rosemont Horizon shirt. That is hysterical.
And then there's this guy, this guy actually has an articulated jaw, which is great.
Dude, so man, you know what? You're not going to get me again. I'm just letting you know it. Like you got me on the 3-0. But...
Oh, the skull, the jaw moves?
Yeah, on this one it does.
I like that one a lot. I like the axe on the other one and how it can separate, though. I think that would look super cool.
Yeah, and then it's tough to see. You can get a little bit, but it's got like a green hue to it.
I can see it. Yeah.
So this guy's supposed to be like, according to like the storyline, he's a poison skeleton and he's gone crazy with rage and he's a dark wizard that went bad. So I think it's cool that they build in like, you know, different layers of storytelling with the different characters and stuff like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, these figures are just absolutely incredible as far as the level of detail. I think for what you get,
accessory packs for them that you can order, like effects packs, packs of heads. So that you could put a human head on the skeleton body, or you know, whatever, dwarf head on them, or it's cool.
A little goblin, and this is like the alternate head for him. Like I've got one where it's unmasked and you can see the goblin head, but I thought this little knight was pretty badass. This little axe that he's got that's got a skull on the back of the axe. You see that?
Dude, and you can pair these up with Lord of the Rings figures.
Sure.
Stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, dude. I think you can make like a really cool underworld with the Surtur figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that would look really cool.
Jeez.
Oh, dude.
How much did that cost?
What is that?
This is a troll. So this is about 12 to 14 inches, somewhere in there. Not with his arm raised. But he was $120 at the show. So
120.
decent.
I wonder what it's retailed for.
Do you feel?
Well, that was straight from the Horseman.
Gotcha.
So I bought it at their booth.
Do you feel like how I feel with the helmet? Like I'm fully satisfied with paying retail. Do you feel the same?
It's very, very difficult to. Yes, I'm happy with him, but it's very, very difficult to sell people on it because without you being in person, just the level of paint work on this thing, it really is a work of art as far as how much work and effort they put into it, and then the soft goods, like the face, the character. There's just so much life in these that it's not even funny. I love the detail to like the axe or the mace. Look at it, it's got like a dent in the mace.
Oh yeah.
From where he, clubbed something so hard that it dented in. the side of it, and then this is like an old, like a, it's the
Tree
size
trunk.
of a tree trunk. So like stuff like that's awesome. And then this guy also came with an
Second
alternate head.
Yeah, that one is wicked.
So I mean, it's a slippery slope, man. These things are great.
Well, I tell you, you got a pretty good deal on Big
Wow.
Bad Toy Store is 170 right
Yeah.
now. They have it in stock, 170.
So this was I picked these up when I went down to PowerCon, and they're apparently doing PowerCon again next year. And if I'm doing PowerCon again next year, I'm definitely hitting the Horseman booth up early, and I'm saving up before I go, and I'm just going to buy a ton of stuff because
Yeah.
the line, I didn't get in the line as soon as I got there, and I regret it afterwards because there was a lot of stuff that they were selling that I would have loved to have gotten my hands on.
Did they have any older stuff? Like, were they selling like older figures and stuff?
Not a ton of older stuff. There were vendors there who were selling stuff. So if you wanted to pay the markup, you could certainly do that. But they had an awesome display, like a giant diorama set up, and it was a huge battle going on. And it is just crazy. And standing in line and listening to the fans of that line talk and how passionate they are about those figures, it was just really cool. And as somebody who's interested in the line, it really got me more excited for it, just to hear them talk, and the way that the Horsemen were there at the booth and they were coming around and talking to people, and you could tell that they're trying to nurture the community along and make it more than what it is. So you didn't like being in the fishbowl there for a second?
No, I did not like how that looked. So we're not going to do that again.
I wish I had known about these figures, 5-6 years ago, whenever it started, because there's so many out now already. But like I was saying, they're so expensive if you want to try to like go back and get them.
Yeah. If you're even interested in them, like if you look at any of those figures, you're so much better off doing the all in if you're on the bubble, just because worst case scenario, you get a figure you don't like, chances are you could probably turn around and flip it after the fact and make yourself a little bit of money back on it. But to have to go back and try to chase them down, it's very, very difficult. The ones they had there, have you seen like the space stuff that they're doing now?
Yeah.
They had some of the demos of the unpainted models of those there. They look phenomenal. I'm going to be so upset that I didn't order those. Oh, they looked unbelievable.
Yeah.
So good. So yeah, if anybody's interested in getting into Mythic Legion, I can't talk highly enough of them. It sucks that they're not more available at retail to have more people experience them, because I'll bet they would sell even better.
Right. It's funny. I was looking at the Four Horsemen website the other day, and they have like authorized retailers. And there's actually a shop in Richmond here. That's one of them. So I went to their website, and they just had the latest pre-orders. They didn't have any other ones available,
Gotcha.
I was hoping I'd be, could go down to the shop and, they have a little markup on them, or
that'd make for like a cool toy hunt video. I think people would enjoy seeing that.
Some of the ones that like are really, really cool looking though, they're the price on them is they're so astronomical at this point.
Yeah.
And Mythic Legions is basically a toy line that is just designed to be itself, right? It's not based or from anything.
No, they've created their own story to go along with it.
Right.
Okay. I did a great job. I knocked over my whole display we just built, so I'm sitting on the floor putting it back together. That was impressive. What I did. It was very impressive.
Yeah, I picked up that Krampus figure last year at Christmas time for Mythic Legions, and that kind of spurred me into the line. And being down there at PowerCon, I walked around and I didn't see anything I wanted to buy, so I got in the line for the Horseman booth, and I ended up walking out of there spending more money than I expected to. So But it was worth it, man. It was worth it.
Right. Well,
And from a customer servicing standpoint, I had a problem with my Krampus tail, and I wrote to them, and they told me, "Yeah, we'll get you one out. We've got to wait for them to come in." And there was some back and forth with me and one of the folks there. They put them
Walmart back and forth.
Not like that back and forth, but they were very accommodating in getting me a tail, even though they made them available and then they ended up selling out. So good people over there in my book.
Well, that's good. Oh my god, dude! Oh my god,
It's because Jackson's doing it.
Oh, that was painful. I had them all. Yeah, Jackson isn't my favorite. Suppose. See, but I had it, and it's a good lesson. I had it set, and then I tinkered, and then I got aggressive. I tinkered, and I didn't let the display settle. And I think if I would have let the display settle, I would have got a better result. So, did you guys watch Prey?
Of course.
Is that on? What's that on Hulu?
It is on Hulu.
Yeah, no, I don't have Hulu right now.
Well, when you do get Hulu, highly recommend it.
Yeah, I would totally watch. I love the whole Predator universe.
Yes, I'd be down if they kept making sequels, but each one was just a different historic period.
Which historic period do you want the most?
I don't know, man. Like, give me like a samurai period for sure.
Or Dark Ages.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I can't think of one, that wouldn't be like somewhat interesting or cool.
What if they put the Predator in the Colosseum? He would have laid waste to all gladiators.
That, like, Gladiator meets Predator, like Russell Crowe, Gladiator, Predator. Like, I'd watch that.
Yeah.
I want Jurassic Park versus Predator. Let's do it.
Yeah,
drop them in dinosaur times.
Just go straight wild and do something like that.
Right?
I was thinking about it just recently. Like, what if Superman? What if he had landed like during the Jurassic period? Grown up feral, but he would have been mad powerful, and he would have been beating the shit out of T-Rexes and everything. I would love to see that.
It sounds like a fun story.
It would just be hilarious.
Yeah, they could just make that a different Earth, right?
Yeah.
Make that into a comic book.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, like, the dinosaurs, like, they probably would try to kill him almost instantly, and, like, they wouldn't be able to penetrate his skin, and, like, that would be a fun story to explore.
They'd just be gnawing on him like a dog on a rubber ball.
Yeah.
And then just spit him out and be like, all right, whatever, dude.
You could almost tell that story and never say that it's Superman, and you could get away with just making your own thing.
Right.
Josh has thoughts.
That's right.
I actually had thoughts. I had a thought about because I've put thought into like what I would have done with the sequel trilogy, and I've thought of maybe like just doing like a story through action figures with like toy photography. Just as like a real long-term project, and not like doing like dialogue and everything, but just kind of like just the screenplay of like, here's what would happen, here's the gist of what would happen. And I know because I've envisioned in my mind, and the opening would be like Jedi training, where not at first you're not sure it's Jedi training, right? But then it's Jedi training and it's Leia doing it. And it's kind of like, in the Shang-Chi, the fight scene where it's like with the wind and the energy, just to show how Leia is like how strong she is in the Force, but she doesn't use her hands with her lightsabers. It's all her mind with like combat. And it's like her teaching that, and then it's, then you get introduced to the Padawans who are the main characters. And then
So
Luke is
she
watching,
sound-
and then it comes back, and Luke is watching and observing, and then Leia gets like a disturbance in the Force, and then the Millennium Falcon it gets announced that the Falcon comes in for a landing, right? And then she makes a joke that it's Han, but her and Leia nod, or her and Han, or her and Luke nod at each other that like Luke felt it too, and then it kind of goes from there. So, but I thought of like just making like that and just using like, action figures to tell it, just as like a, creative project for fun.
So would your in yours, it sounds as if maybe Luke and Leia would be more Dumbledore McGonagall.
Yeah, like equal Jedi Masters. Yes.
I mean, it's a wizard. It's the same thing, right?
Yeah. But I mean, not like how Dumbledore's headmaster, like they're both like equal.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but Leia, but in mine, Leia would be the Jedi representative to the New Republic. So she would because she was trained to be a politician, right? So she would be like the delegate, but the Jedi Order isn't like it's not an army anymore. Like it's like a monk. Like they become like a monk, and then in mine, they've adopted part of Anakin's philosophy that it's okay to love, but you have to be able to not be attached and let people go with the Force. So it's like a combination of. And to me, and then my thought was like, I'll keep the characters, like we'll keep Rey and Finn and all that, but I would just do things differently with them, like how they're introduced and then their arcs, and keep Ben Solo, but I would add, for sure, add Jaina Solo, so there would be a twin.
Okay,
It's fun, just yeah. So, anyways, I don't know, something I've been thinking of.
Sounds ambitious, dude.
The new novel. I don't know. I can't even think of what it's called. Something about the Sith. But it's Luke Skywalker and Lando. I don't know when. 20 years before The Force Awakens. Roughly.
Okay.
And they're looking for Ochi, like from the comics.
Yeah, from the comics, Uchi Bastoon.
Yeah.
Oh, here, sorry. Let me show you guys. So this is lit up now because it charged.
Oh, wow. Now that is cool.
It's so much
That's
light.
interesting.
Yeah. So it glows red instead of it being a red kyber crystal like Galaxy's Edge, so you can see. So this is like this is like a battery case, like right here at the bottom. But isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So which
really
one is
like
supposed to be canon? Are kyber crystals supposed to have color, or like I don't get?
Well, I think this is its way of it having color, but like being lit up. Like because in a dark space, this really does light up. So I think it's like the same thing, but it's making it glow versus it being like the color of a Galaxy's Edge kyber.
Right.
Yeah, pull it out. Which is just a straight solid color.
Yeah.
But it's not lighting up, right? So whereas this one like is glowing, so it's like Vader's kyber is like glowing with like the dark side
really
energy.
Neat.
Yeah,
it's really neat.
Cool, man.
It kind of makes me jealous that the Galaxy's Edge ones didn't do that.
Yeah, but the Galaxy's Edge ones are cool because you could you can modify them.
Sure.
And I really like that. You have what, like 6 different kyber colors, but the blades are not as good as the blade on this, for sure.
Yeah, I'll hope for that one to end up on clearance somehow. I won't hold my breath, but a man can dream.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm happy because I got the lightsaber and I got Vader's helmet. So.
Hey, and you're almost tall enough to cosplay Vader then too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would do like Vader on vacation with, you'd have the cape,
White
but then,
shirt.
Yeah, like Hawaiian shirt and shorts. But this, like that, you can put the mask on, but I don't think I could wear that mask all day or at an event. Like I think you can wear it for 5-10 minutes and have some fun with it, and then it. And part of it is interesting. It's just because you do feel locked in there, which kind of gives you the sensation of what Vader's life felt like. You know what I mean, being encased like that. But you do feel encased in it. And I don't. The top lid is really light, but the main face mask is heavy. Like it's a pretty heavy piece.
Right. Yeah, I have a local buddy, Wayne. I think he's 6'5". And he's in the 501st as Darth Vader, and I mean he spent close to $7,000 building.
Oh my God!
Costume, but again, being he's like 6'5", and then with the helmet on, he's like 6'8". Basically,
wow.
In the suit. Yeah, I mean, little kids get scared, basically, because he's just so big and massive in the suit, and he's got all the effects going and everything, Pretty cool.
I want if I could do a costume, I would do Darth Vader before Mustafar, or like during Mustafar, like where it's all tattered. So before he loses all his limbs.
Yeah,
I think that would be a cool one, or his Clone Wars costume. Well, I do like Anakin when he's Anakin. His Clone Wars costume would be really cool. I got to think of something good for Disneyland. I haven't been able to think of anything. And my daughter doesn't like anything right now because she's almost 14. So
have they ever done like a floor mat with Anakin just after he fell in the lava? Like that'd be fun.
No, but you should make one of those. That's
you should.
I never even thought of that. That's pretty funny.
Just have him looking all angry.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
That's funny.
Well,
all right, fellas.
I think, watch She-Hulk. Highly recommend it. Watch what we do in the shadows.
I have not watched She-Hulk.
It's really good.
I'm like
it's so much fun.
20 minutes into the first episode, but I turned it on late night, and then I fell asleep, and so I hadn't caught up yet.
I really enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun.
I've been watching The Sandman on Netflix.
Love
you guys watch that?
Oh yeah.
I'm trying. I think I'm 3 episodes in. It just I don't know the comics, so I'm learning the context of everything, but it feels really slow to me. But it seems very well done.
Yeah, visually, man, it is. I think
it's really cool.
So I've watched 3 episodes. I did just finish The Umbrella Academy. Did you guys watch that?
I haven't watched it, but I know of it.
I thought it was pretty fun.
Cool. A lot of fun, yeah.
Interesting. A lot of weird things going on and good dialogue. I like Klaus. I mean, that dude was awesome. The one guy. It was a good show.
Stick with Sandman because, like, if you're kind of on the fence about it,
I am.
Once you get like halfway through, it kind of takes a different turn, and you realize that it's not just about what it's been about, but there's other stuff going on. So it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I don't want to give up on it. I mean, we're paying for Netflix. So
my buddy Jason said it's pretty faithful too.
I heard the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was well done. It just seemed to move like really slow, and there's been a good amount of stuff on lately, so I'm pretty grateful for it, and a lot of good stuff coming up. But anything you guys got coming up for your channels for everyone to look out for?
We'll have Points of Articulation coming out this week. We'll do a live stream probably over on Vern's channel. I had a column today over on Biff Bam Pop. I'll have some wrestling predictions tomorrow over on Biff Bam Pop. Been very, very busy. Been a busy summer. Lots of stuff over on the blog. Trying to do more. I've been trying to do a good tour video forever, and I'm trying to be so like high quality with it that I'm starting to get too far inside of my head with it. I'm not sure where I'm at. So that's always a work in progress.
Yeah, I don't
How
know.
about you?
I haven't posted anything in about 2 weeks, so I've just been busy, end of the summer with the kids and then work. But yeah, I have tons of stuff to open, and
my pile of shame is long and distinguished. Like it's getting ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
So, tomorrow night we have 3 Men and Monkey Lizard on my channel, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. So come hang out. We're going to do a top 10 80s movie draft, and then Sunday at high noon Eastern, Super John, or John from, well, I guess you can call him Super John from Super Awesome Geek Show, and I are going to do a live stream unboxing of the Mayfax Dark Knight. And I did a video. I kind of like you. I did a video tour of like the prior state of just the Marvel side of it, and then it's a video of me basically pulling everything out, counting, sorting, and organizing it. And so I'll probably edit that when I travel to back to Kentucky this week for work. I like doing that in the hotel. It gives you something to do because you know what I mean. Otherwise, you're just kind of sitting there in a little box watching TV. Awkwardly across, this TV that's like 30 feet from you across the room. Yeah. So
have you started driving again to places?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it was nice. So Indianapolis 3 weeks ago was my first road trip, and it was really nice because flying has been really taxing the last 6 months, to say the least. So it was just nice to get in the car and drive.
If you go back to Indy, St. Elmo's restaurant. Have you ever ate there?
Mm-mm. Oh, you know what? I did like over a decade ago. I have eaten there. It's a good spot.
Yeah.
And the whole time I was in there, I was like, "Gonna be a man in motion, gonna be on wheels, burning inside me."
John Parr is the greatest.
Dude, by the way, do yourself a favor and just stay on YouTube and Google St. Elmo's Fire music video. And at the end, it's the whole cast and him walking up to each of them and like screaming the lyrics to like, the chorus in each of their faces, and everyone, they're looking at him and like nodding and smiling. And it's worth your time. It's a great song, but it'll stay in your head for days.
Yeah. I think I watched that recently. I did too. A nice 80s video playlist that I go through quite often.
It's a good 80s movie. I did too, because it was on one of the streaming services when I traveled. It's a good 80s movie.
I think I'm going to watch a good 80s movie to go fall asleep to tonight. Give me a recommendation.
To fall asleep to? I don't know. Oh, I watched Better Off Dead in the hotel this week because they had free showtime, and I love that movie so much, man. It's just you keep laughing. Like it just has this pace of laughter and ridiculousness. So that's a great movie. An 80s movie to fall asleep. I'm old man on the couch now. I like falling asleep to stuff now. And then I wake up at 3 a.m. and go upstairs.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know what it is, but I love falling. We have like that cloud couch from Restoration Hardware, and you just sink into it's like a big pillow, and oh my God. And then next thing I know, it's 3 a.m. and I'm 5 episodes later than where I remember being.
Right.
God, a good 80s movie. So you just want to chill out, like low-key 80s movie. Dude, you know what I watched a little while ago was Vice Versa with Judge Reinhold and Fred Savage.
Oh,
yeah, it's on it might be on HBO Max, and it held up. I remember loving that movie as a kid, and rewatching it. Judge Reinhold's great as when they switch as the kid. Like he is really great, and Fred Savage is too. And then you got what's her name, Corrine Borer. I think that was her name. She's pretty solid 80s actress. So it's a pretty chill movie. It's a good one, and of course, like all the great 80s movies, it's filmed in the greatest city in the world. which is right near the Rosemont Horizon, Chicago. So it's another good Chicago 80s movie.
You know
I'll
what
look
80s
for
movie I've been thinking, and I don't have it on DVD, so I'm going to have to track it down somewhere, is Fletch.
Oh, yes.
Chevy Chase, you know?
Is Fletch 80s or did that come in 79?
No, it's got to be 80s.
Is it solid 80s?
Yeah, I was thinking it was like 84-ish.
Because
And
I
then-
was doing research and there were some movies that I thought were 80s that were like 78, 79, and then other way, there was some where I thought were like late 70s that ended up were
It's like
80s.
a Mandela effect or something.
Yeah.
Oh, they're talking Showtime Lakers. Remember,
Oh, Fletch is
dressed up.
85. Wow,
Yeah.
that's firmly okay.
And then Fletch Lives is what, 89 maybe?
Probably right around there. Fletch was
Dude,
great.
I made I made a list. It was fun just thinking of 80s movies, and I only wanted the movie on the list if it was like something that I could think of because if I'm drafting, but like, you know, this was like everything I started thinking. There's so many great 80s movies. And then there's so many genres. Like now I feel like the genres are so narrow, but you had so many genres of movies back then that were high quality. I miss that. You know what else is good to chow to is Breakfast Club, Say Anything, Pretty in Pink is streaming. That's another good one.
Yeah.
Those are all
aren't
my
those?
jam.
Oh, dude, I love those movies. So Better Off Dead, One Crazy Summer is another one of my all-time favorite.
One Crazy Summer is going to be the movie now. I'm going to have to see if that's on. That'll be the one to watch.
You have Demi Moore, the Stork Brothers,
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Bobcat Goldthwait, yeah.
Godzilla.
And I think that is still one of the funniest scenes from when I was like 10 years old that I remember watching is that Godzilla scene. Was absolutely ridiculous. Even to this day, like I laugh so hard at that. And it just I like that One Crazy Summer and Better Off Dead were written and directed by the same guy, so they kind of have that same like style.
The dog with the cone on its head.
Yeah.
Don't they think the dog's a boy dog the entire time, and then it has puppies at the end? Am I remembering that wrong?
See you later,
Mandela effect?
I do remember the puppy with the comb. Yeah, I'll tell you, I've been watching 80s movies lately, and it's almost like comfort food. You know what I mean? Because it just feels good watching those movies and disconnecting.
Totally.
Yeah.
I think it's because we know them so well that we don't need to pay that much attention to it, and we can have it in the background, and we know exactly what's going on because we've seen it so often.
Yeah,
but you know what's funny? I still pick up things, you know.
Yeah, like,
and it'd be like I don't know how many times I've watched this movie, you know. But then it's like, oh, huh.
Never noticed.
Well, as you get older, you see them in a different perspective. And I'm gonna tell you guys something that blew my mind in the last few weeks was I watched an episode of Married with Children, and it ended up holding up really well. Like I watched the pilot, and I ended up watching the first 3 episodes, and at the end of it, I was like, I totally understand Al Bundy now. Like as a 44-year-old dude, I'm like, it was like seeing it from a whole different perspective, and it's even funnier now that you know I'm a middle-aged dude.
Right.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but you see shit at a different perspective, you know, like as you age, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's where like the best movies like that, the best 80s movies, you still connect with like, you know, the 10 to, you know, 18-year-old when you watched it, but then you're getting it from the perspective of an adult, you know.
This is why the fact that you can recognize the fact that you have different perspectives at different points in your life. That should be like all you need to understand when people have just drastically different opinions on something than you have. That it's all in your perspective, where you're at that particular time in your life and what has led you to that point, whether or not something connects with you or not. So I could totally understand it. That's why I don't get harshed out when people don't agree with my opinions.
Yep. Oh, Ways of the Sis says they're bringing back Married with Children. Oh, it's gonna be animated. I think that's even better if it's animated because they can go really. You know what I mean? They could have a lot of fun with it animated.
That sounds interesting.
Hmm.
Bobcat actually makes a ton of really good movies now. Interesting.
So,
See a
other
lot more
movie
of
I
a director.
watched recently, 80s movie I watched this week was Police Academy. And that is a feel good movie, man. And just Mahoney is awesome. The one liners and then Tackleberry. Man, it makes you just feel so good and happy to watch
How
that movie.
How did they ever get a cartoon out of that damn franchise? It's
I don't
amazing.
know, isn't it? They milked that franchise for everything they could.
And there wasn't much there to begin with. It was
No.
like it was just such a formulaic thing, and nobody in that series, with the exception of Gutenberg, really did much of anything else. I mean, Bubba Smith obviously had a career in football, but
Right.
that was it.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think. Yeah, because everyone else just did like, tertiary or character actor stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who else. Although Commandant Lassard was in, I think, other things prior to that.
Yeah.
I love Commandant Lassard. He's fantastic.
Mm.
But that was like the high point for all of them. And like those
Yeah.
first, 4 movies, maybe 5, were just.
But oh my God! But
Yeah.
think about Police Academy is so funny. Like I would like to show my daughter 70% of that movie. You know what I mean? Because it's just silly humor, right? Like gags, like one-liners. But I think it's smart humor, right? But then it's always like, you know what I mean? Or it just slips in. And then I start thinking as I'm watching this, I'm like, I watched this when I was 9 or 10, and like everyone was fine with this, right? Like when we grew up in the 80s, like no one blinked an eye. Every 80s movie almost we saw had multiple pairs of breasts in it, and you're seeing that at like 9 or 12 years old, and no one, like, it was fine.
Yeah, I suppose.
Or your parents go to sleep and HBO Max is on, and then you watch Hard Bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Just have to get the hookup on your cable box so you can get it descrambled.
All right. Well, dude, it was so good hanging out.
The 80s was just a wild time.
It was.
At least from my time life, the 80s, the best music, best movies, best cartoons, and some of the best toys even.
Culturally, it really was. I mean, the 90s were great too for a lot of reasons, but like the 80s had like a higher level of intensity of it, I totally agree. Yeah.
Do you feel that the 80s were so much better because they figured out how to market to us, or it was just that we were at such an impressionable age to be marketed to?
I think both. And I also think so much of what they did was catered to our age group in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like it really, like, because I was born in 77, and like all the stuff that we love was really made for like people in that age bracket, more so than now or anything else. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think it's all of it. It's part of your youth, the nostalgia of it, but the same time, like when you hear "If You Leave" from Pretty in Pink, man, it evokes a feeling in your stomach. Like every time, like you just hear the first notes of that song, and you go back to that movie, and you know what I mean. Those movies still hold up today when you watch them, and that's part of why they're so good. Like even Big Trouble in Little China is amazing.
Why don't I have
that
a good
movie.
6-inch Jack Burton figure for?
I tell you what, if they made a line, like McFarlane made a line of it, I would take a whole line of Big Trouble in Little China.
We don't have to have everything go through McFarlane, dude. It's okay. We could get like Mezco or somebody. Like, give me a good Jack Burton figure.
Yeah, okay, I agree because the face sculpts are not. It's a trade off. You get the body sculpt, but the face sculpts are not the photoreal level. Yeah.
Super 7. Give me an ultimate Jack Burton. Give me an ultimate line of Big Trouble in Little China figures. I'm in.
Well, I want all of them. Like I want Wong Fu. I want Mei Lin.
Egg Shen.
Egg Shen. I totally want Egg Shen with like a smoke effect.
Yes.
Dude, give me. But I want both Lopan. I want
Gracie
young
Law.
Lopan that floats. I want young Lopan that floats, and I want Lopan in the wheelchair.
I want that damn Muppet that hides in the back of his
yes.
truck.
Yeah, and dude, you
somebody
100%
make
want
figures from that?
Gracie Law. Like
Hire
I
somebody
100%. Like that's peak Kim Cattrall right there. 100% want Gracie Law, and then I want like the 3 Shinobi guys.
The Lords of Thunder. Kim Cattrall coming off of Mannequin right before that, I think. Either
she
that
was
or
awesome
was
in Mannequin too.
Right before
Mannequin. She was awesome in Mannequin.
Absolutely. Love Mannequin.
But you know what? None of these movies would get made today. Maybe Big Trouble in Little China, but they would try to franchise universe it. You know what I mean, and make it different. You know, but like Mannequin would never get made today.
Yeah, I would take Big Trouble in Little China in a heartbeat today. You can give me a remake of that.
If they made a remake, I think they would just I don't think you can make a remake to that because
give me a continuation, update it then.
Yeah, but it has to have Kurt Russell in it because Kurt Russell is Jack Burton and Jack Burton. It's just Kurt Russell nailed that role as Jack Burton. Like his delivery in that movie, his one-liners. It's one of my all-time favorite.
In my opinion, Kurt Russell doesn't get nearly as enough love for as many great action characters as he has done. Everybody gets quick to go to Stallone. Everybody's quick to go to Arnold. But Kurt Russell had better characters overall if you look at all of the roles that he has played.
You know, and Kurt Russell was funnier than those other dudes too.
Oh, so but that's what I mean. He's hysterical as Jack Burton.
Casual funny. You know, he didn't have effort to be funny.
Right.
You know, like Arnold, I don't know. Stallone.
Even being such a good comedic actor, even when you made him into a badass like Snake Plissken, like it was all believable. It was always believable.
Exactly. You know, I will also say about Kurt Russell, he's my favorite Santa Claus. I don't know if you guys have seen those movies.
I love those movies. Christmas Chronicles.
Yeah. Like, I loved him. You know, when I first saw that's who was cast as the Santa Claus for those movies, I was like, yep, that's it. I love it.
And even better, he looks like he's just having a ball playing that, doesn't he?
Exactly.
It makes it more fun.
Exactly.
Bring in Goldie Hawn to play Mrs. Claus. That dude's living the life. Come on.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that was great.
Hashtag Goldie Hawn's nipples. Sorry, what?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think I'm gonna have a little nightcap. I've been watching the Justice League season 1 on HBO Max, which is pretty good. So I think I might pass out to that. That's what I'm an old man pass out to tonight. I think on the couch.
Are we talking like Justice League, the Bruce Timm animated?
Yeah, like the year 2000. Yeah,
love it.
It's a really good series, like really, really good.
Is this your first watch of it?
No, I watched it back then, but it's my first watch since then.
Such a good series.
So I think I might. I'm at the last 2 episodes because everything's a 2-part episode. So I'm at the last 2-parter of season 1. So I'll probably wake up on like episode 8 of season 2.
You'll be halfway into Unlimited.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, man. What are you guys going to pass out to? What's your old man pass out show?
I don't know. If I can find Big Trouble in Little China now, I might go with that.
Dude, that's why I have digital media, man. I got it. It's that to me. That's worth having.
I might have to make the purchase. We'll see.
Yeah, I'll
Mark?
probably watch Sandman. You know,
Nice.
Like episode 5, episode 6, like On Her Wings or something. I forget what it's called. That's easily probably the greatest piece of episodic content that I've seen in a long, long time. Really good.
wow. Okay.
Dude, I can't speak highly of that particular episode. It's phenomenal.
Sweet.
You'll love it.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. Let me know what you think after you watch it.
All right. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks to Dan, who was the earliest of the night owls, for hanging out. And hopefully we can do this again soon.
Amen.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Thanks for
All right,
hanging
later,
out, people.
everybody.
Cheers, everybody.